Yeah, I
Yeah,
know that
he's
guy.
over
I
here.
still see him every once in
So
a
the
while.
guy before him.
Well, what did Steve play? Was
Preached
Steve not here?
something.
Was Steve
But,
not here long enough to
I don't
remember?
think so.
Anyway, what about him?
He got back in touch with me. And he said, "You guys still playing?" I said, "Yeah." So we'll see.
By the way, you're gonna be
Think
Let's-
carefully before you say anything.
yeah. So just so you know,
This with you.
Think carefully before you say anything.
think before you speak.
Some tells me shoot the joke.
Just so you know.
This with you.
I don't anymore. They just blame it. This says that because it's old.
So
That's
tonight
nice.
is session 0 of the New World of Skell story, being based out of, well, I'll get to that after we talk about how we want to approach this particular story. So first of all, I would like to know how much metagaming information do you wish to be able to share without penalty?
I mean,
Share between each other?
Yep.
I mean,
Leaving that totally up to the players.
well,
You want it to where you can be surprised, or you want it where people who aren't even there know everything without being told?
the thing is,
Those are the two extremes.
yeah. No, the thing is, I know for me and Sean especially, we tried this once and it failed, and it just wasn't. It just didn't feel good.
What do you mean where we do everything?
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I
remember
like
Where
that. I like
non-spellcasters know how spells work and things that your character wouldn't know, but you as a player obviously know. For you, it's not going to be that much difficult because you're new. You said you played before, but it probably wasn't this edition. So
My point of view is I say we don't know everything. That's how I tried to play my last character here. That was amazed by portals and everything else. And wow, how does that work?
well,
The only reason why Addie didn't.
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The only reason why Addie didn't be amazed about all that stuff is because he'd already seen it. The first time, yeah, I was amazed. I was fascinated by how it worked. And then I started seeing it more and more and more when I hung out with people. I stopped.
That's not my point. My point is, should you be able to pick up her character, she should go,
Oh,
you know, in this instance, you should use this weapon because it does more damage, and skeletons have a resistance to this other thing you're doing,
Mhm.
when neither one of you characters would know that.
Oh,
Do you want to be able to do that?
I would kind of think that was more of helping her as a new player.
Well, she wouldn't know either.
Her
That's my
character
point.
wouldn't know. Okay, I
Yeah.
see where you're coming from.
I mean,
I guess what I'm thinking
If
of.
that's what you want to do.
I guess what I was thinking of is Sabrina. When she stopped playing, she was still playing like she just started playing. So no, you just it's like it's right here on your sheet, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I meant. But yeah, her character don't know. I understand that part of it. I'm happy playing the way we were, and that's the way we're playing.
yeah,
I'm just making sure the options out there. In case
I like the way
someone,
we used
it
to.
was basically why that Durant got his mind wiped and couldn't remember anything. If we were metagaming, it wouldn't matter. He would just remember everything because Sean did.
that's an example, even though that didn't happen. But
Yeah, well, you know what I meant.
Well, that would take
yeah,
out
I know what
the-
you meant. He didn't do that, but that would have been an example of what you're talking
I like that
That's metagaming.
if something's going on and you get something, you best ask write it down. Otherwise, you don't have it come next week and you didn't write it down. Just because I remembered
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't count. That's my point.
Do you have any words?
She's eating. Back off.
So am I.
about. Remember, she's the one that can eat everything and never get fat. You fucking whore!
I like this advice. Honestly.
I think it brings a good element to the game.
I'm just kidding, Jake. She's not
And,
a whore. It's a joke. Go ahead.
For instance, I think it would have taken away. It would have been bullshit, but I think it takes away from the fact of, oh, what are these new creatures? Let me just search them up real quick. Oh, I know they can do this. I better stay at a distance so they don't attack me 5 times in one turn. You know, I think
I
that's
still don't
what
know what the hell those monkeys were.
I still don't know either.
I know there was something.
They're just right out of, just so you know, though, they're right out of the book.
I have no idea what they are. I don't know.
I'll
It
have to
was
search.
furry cartwheels of death.
Sounds great. But no, it's nice to have that distance between us and the characters.
Okay, how about,
So the way that we were, I mean, just we're all in agreement. The way that we were playing is how we want to keep it.
so.
Yeah.
I think that way was
If that's good, then that's good, okay. Number 2, I'm going to do, everyone levels up at the same time, unless you're absent a bunch, in which case you will be left behind, but that way, it's just easier, and whenever I say, okay, everyone's gone up a level, I'm gonna try and have it quicker than what the books say as well.
It'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting. I think
Something.
Anyway, just so you're like, what, already? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try and see what happens if, say you get up to level 20 in 2 years.
all right.
Hey,
Read that barrel out.
Hey, don't know.
thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway,
What? You got reds?
No, it's not what I said.
I said, you got any reds?
What's,
Do you have any reds?
no, I know what you mean.
Oh my God, I'm looking at a big red.
Yeah.
so
That would definitely be a different aspect.
there's that.
And
I'd also just like to give maximum hit points, don't roll farm,
I think that takes.
For
I
how many
think.
levels or just for what? Every level?
for any level that you go up.
I think it
Yeah,
would.
it's different.
Yeah, it's way different, but I
We'll
think-
survive longer.
Yeah. I think it would make the, like, for instance, I know,
Thanks. You need the wings or?
I don't know, I know
No,
she's,
I
you're
haven't
going
shot
with
one
fighter.
yet, no.
I know that would
What
make
did
it
you say,
easier on, especially the
reds?
frontline people to
No, after
not
that.
have to worry about, oh, I rolled a 3,
You got any reds?
so
Said 3
I'm
times.
missing.
Oh.
You said more than that.
No.
The people who are in the row
Yeah,
one
I got
and
that.
one.
Freaking 5 levels in a row, yeah. I mean, I think it'd make it easier on that.
These are garlic lemon pepper.
But
Those are
what I like
uh,
about
cherry
this, of us leveling faster, of us getting max
Yeah,
hit
they're
points,
Sullivan now.
yes, it makes it a little bit easier,
Yeah, she goes.
but it means that we can
Quiet out
see
here.
larger challenges faster. It means that the DM can
But yeah,
put
she,
some
she said
higher
did it to get away from
level
the-
enemy
I think somebody
faster than
changed their
normal.
spark plug.
I think it just kind
They'll bring, they'll definitely bring a new element to
of,
it.
yeah, it definitely makes it to where we're not as squishy and we get access to more of our stuff.
She's gonna do it herself this week.
Sometimes it's not bad being squishy.
No, it's not
So I should
sometimes.
expect you to call in Monday
But-
and truck over.
Other times it is.
I
Uh-huh.
have freaking friends that are like, hey, can you do this?
You know, there's soda in there if you
Can
want,
you, cause
or water, whatever, or actually, I don't know.
beer. Or,
I'm
Oh,
weird.
okay.
I
Drink
eat
my-
all my food and then I drink.
Oh, okay.
black man.
Yeah, that's right.
I was, you know, I was like, no, I can't get over
I don't
it.
Okay, so there's that.
All weekend, so.
What do you think about it, Sean?
And all that stuff.
I'm good with that. About the hit point thing? Everything after that messed up fine.
We were talking about both the leveling faster and hit points fat
Yeah,
and max
yeah.
hit points.
That's fine. It'll be different.
All right.
Well, we think it'll give him more options of bringing new
Well,
things out to us.
Why don't we just introduce magic and more money while we're at it? Just make it an all-around money hog.
Okay, how do you guys feel about that?
I was joking.
I was gonna bring that up anyway.
I think there should be more magic. It's a world of fantasy and
Well,
magic and whatnot.
On that part, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I can see that,
not overloading. Just I think
No,
there should be more.
but
Instead of mages being hunted and wanted, you know.
I think it should still be rare. I just don't think it should be as much as an oddity.
Every town will have a magic shop.
But yeah, I don't want it to get to the point to where, you know, we don't have a horse, we got a donkey that we're carrying around all our stuff on, this pile 20-foot tall with all the stuff that we got.
Well, it depends on who made that donkey. It can happen.
That would be Cobb's son.
The indefatigable. The indefatigable. Yeah, that'd be top son though. I don't know. I did kind of. I don't know. I think it was neat having to actually fight for survival a little bit in that aspect of if you go into the town, you got to budget everything. I do kind of still agree. I think magic should be more, but still very rare. I think it should be known and not as much of an oddity.
You all right back there?
Yeah.
He said he's okay.
That's
No,
all.
hear what he said?
No.
This false light fell on.
I ain't picking it up.
Oh, good mom, Rick.
Okay, so you're saying what? That you? I'll just start throwing options out there. Like everyone should have 3 magic items.
No,
No.
No.
I don't
No.
think it should be blown out of the water. I think it should be gradual. I don't want to play a completely different game.
Yeah.
But just make it to where there's a chance something might show up if we're searching a cave or we kill a big monster or something.
And I mean,
You might have something.
if I may make a comparison, the Saturday night game that both of us were on, it was cool to see that there was magic items in it. Granted, they were gifts, and not some of them were not really gifts.
We went to Max Shop
They
Watch
were cursed.
and anything was available there.
Yeah, and there's some stuff
Yeah,
available.
money.
I thought that was cool. I thought it was a neat aspect, but I definitely do not think that everybody should have something. I think it is a more, as I said, I think it should still be rare, but not as much of an oddity.
Well, you can't have it to where the party runs into 8 skeletons, and after the battle's over, you check for magic and you find 4 + 1 sword.
Exactly.
I said it should be gradual.
And I agree with that. I think
All these aspects should be gradual. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to
Yeah.
play a completely different game.
Now, I would like to have a Vorpal weapon.
which one's that again?
Plus 20 Warping Sword. We should all have one.
2.
That's our starting item.
I want a long sword and a short sword version.
Just grind off the edge of one so it's a little shorter.
So I just
Don't change.
I really like these garlic lemon peppers.
yeah, they're really
They're
good.
really
Those are really good. I could eat just that.
Yeah,
So yeah, definitely. I'm agreeing with Sean a lot. I do think that it shouldn't all be thrown at us at once. I think it should be a
like we shouldn't start with it
exactly.
unless there's some profound reason our character would have that. Like maybe he's got this with a hell of a background and he's a cleric or something. He's got this holy relic he's trying to hide or protect or give to somebody else.
Mhm.
I mean, that would be the only
Or-
extreme.
If you're doing a quest for somebody and they say,
Yeah.
we don't have anybody here, but we know that you might need this, so
I agree.
Or I mean, yeah, and then it could be if there's a thief or whatever, and they search for secret, hidden doors, and we find one, and then we get back in there. There may be a spell scroll or something like that. I don't know.
Well, that's where the random. I mean, unless
Yeah.
the module said like we're doing a module set it's there. That
No,
would be where he would. I mean, there's always going to be a
random.
chance,
Yeah,
but it's a rare chance.
I do think it'd be cool and more fantasy if there was some more, but again, definitely I don't want to blow it out of the water. Just here, everybody has
Yeah.
plus 10 swords and
plus 5 plate mail.
So you don't want it to be World of Warcraft.
exactly.
Now, if you want to give me plate mail, I'll take it. I'm not asking.
That was overrated.
It looks good. You look shiny.
I know, but with decent stats and just a couple of other
Oh, with
things.
plate mail, you get theme music when you go into battle.
Oh. This is the plate mail of Barding.
That's what I want. I want theme music.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take them all, but I'm taking one more.
And good, man.
There's no six on it.
Guess I'm not only get that.
What do you think about that?
I like your argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a mouthful of that. Oh,
Good.
I played them all, so it's
I've only heard the stories of that. I've never actually, everything that I've done with you and that my sister has done with you has always been, well, what it was.
I played that way about 100 years ago. It's too flippin' easy.
Yeah,
You know?
What way are you referring to?
everybody has it.
Everybody has it.
Oh no, I don't. I definitely don't want that.
Okay.
I don't want it. So I guess on power level, just a little bit of an uptick of what we were at, but not what we're at.
And then would you say that the things that you fight then would have the same?
The things that,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they could have a magic weapon. We could maybe that's how we acquired it. We killed the guy that had the magic weapon.
yeah,
Or the
if we
monster.
would have it, the chances of us having it should give them the chances of having it.
yeah, and that's. I mean, if you're
So
gonna
you just
power
really
up,
wanting to add more math in it.
I mean,
What's that?
You just want to add more math in. Because if you got it, then they got it. You got to remember to add your plus ones, and you got to remember to do your special jam.
Should be on the sheet.
Well, everything's on the sheet.
Most of the time.
hush.
That's not like, that's
Math.
Matt, don't worry, it's fine.
As long as it's in Common Core, we're all right.
subject ever.
That's okay. We're going with the you'll be surprised. So
How many gallons per second can this amount of water flow through this?
I'm just letting you
I can
guys
figure that out.
know.
Yeah, you have to pick the one thing he knows. Flow rates.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, then unless anyone else has anything to contribute or offer, I say we start with character creations. So,
I already know what I want to do.
if you have the ideas of what you're wanting to play, let me, because I don't know where I would have old-timey character sheets.
How
But
do you prefer on which trash can bones go into?
if you're going in the kitchen there, it should go in the little one
Okay.
on the
Cool,
left.
I did things correctly.
So,
Thank you, sir.
we print you out some.
It's simple, but it's good.
When you said what would go with it, I already told Cobb. I told the color about it. Maybe garlic cheese bread on the side. I mean, I was trying to think what would go with ribs. I thought, well, maybe it's a salad, and I'm like, nah, I don't want salad.
Does anybody watch Game of Thrones?
I haven't watched this last season yet. I've heard nothing but complaints, but yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of them.
I haven't seen the last episode, so not.
Oh,
I won't.
from my
All I'm
understanding, it was
gonna
a
say
huge
is-
I
letdown.
heard the last season has been horrible.
Yeah, and
I'm already pissed off at the episode I'm on.
The last season, I will say, episodes 2 and 3 are my top 5 episodes.
I heard the first one were really good. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet
I know, but when you do
because
on
DirecTV lost HBO and then they decided to do their own thing. So that's a DirecTV Network lost HBO. Because HBO was bought by somebody else. And they didn't have the new company didn't have a contract with them. And so I don't know if they're bringing it back. We lost it last November.
Oh wow.
So I've lost HBO and I'm like, well, fuck no.
Well, one episode I'm just going to say. The only thing I'll say is they went someplace I've never seen them go ever before, and it was totally new. And I was like, I totally enjoyed it. And my boys watch it, and they go, "What do you think about that one?" They're both of them are texting me. I thought that one was totally cool. I said that one was totally unexpected. I said, but I enjoyed that one. I said I really, really liked it. Episode 2.
Now, is that the fight? No, that's episode 3.
No spoilers.
Oh, that's right.
That was-
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
That one, That one was totally unexpected,
Mhm.
and I went,
It was just kind of like a what the fuck moment for me. Like, why? Why?
right,
How? Actually.
that was a left field.
Put it this way: the last episode, guy who created it all said, "Yeah, that's not how everything's ending." You just said, "Yeah, and that's not how I'm ending books." No, not at all.
Apparently, people were cussing HBO, saying they're canceling HBO because of what happened, and they're just going off on the people who created it. I don't know how long it takes them to make an episode, but my God, all the stuff that goes into
Well,
it,
I'm gonna grab some more.
like holy
What do you
crap.
like?
Probably.
There's 2 left. You want those?
Holy shit.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
What?
Look at her go. I'm gonna take her to it.
It's well established. She can eat like a son bitch.
You
I'm
kind
gonna
of.
take you to that pizza eating contest.
I might, if there's any left.
Well, there may be some left.
And if there's not, that's fine, because I had my fair share. So I'm good. I might grab another piece of that bread though, since it looks like there's.
Yeah,
a
there's
box.
definitely bread. Well, there's not a whole box, but half a box left. But
Looks like there might be a
Looks like there
box
might be some
sitting
of that left.
there.
I grabbed 4 orders, so I was kind of hoping that that'd be enough.
yeah, a
The
little
bread.
One of these times I'll have to schedule it out to where I'm smoking something and bring in some stuff to smoke.
We'll eat it
Yeah.
for sure.
Eventually, once I get my place, I'll have a really nice looking grill.
My neighbor come over last Friday night. He goes, "What are you doing this weekend?" And I'm like, "Will you take me out?" No.
Want to go smoke?
He goes, "My in-laws are coming over Sunday." And he goes, "And I bought a brisket. Can you smoke it for me?" And I go, yeah. I said, "Where's the brisket?" "It's at the house." I said, "What kind of seasoning you put on it?"
Frozen salad.
No, he just got it in a rack.
Yeah.
And I said, "What kind of seasoning you want to put on?" He goes, "I don't know. I went, come on."
Let me teach you young Padawan.
So got that for him. He got that there. He goes, what do I do?" And I said, "Bring this back over to me 5 o'clock tomorrow night." He goes,
This is just
"I
a
gotta have
basic
it."
sheet, which after you're
I'll
done
have
with
to
it, I'll put everything in here and it'll get everything the way we want it. So,
I said, "I'll have
That
everything
helps.
by noon on Sunday." He goes, "Seriously?" I said,
I got a question. So, do you want to know what everybody else is playing or no?
It doesn't matter to me, only because we're gonna know.
Yeah.
I think if we can
But this is part of, do we want to
flesh
coordinate?
out our party better,
That's,
I think that's helpful.
that's what I was trying to get at, is do we want to coordinate the party beforehand or see how it all gets put together?
Let's start with this. You want to new character?
"Yes."
You're doing that.
Yeah.
You obviously are doing that. I've been considering doing that too. So
So we're all going to start from level 1.
unless you want to start higher, that's leaving this up to you guys.
I don't necessarily mind starting from level 1. If we're
You're all
gonna be-
going up at the same time, so
But I mean, if we're leveling faster and
Yeah,
all
you're
going
gonna-
up at the same time, I don't think it'd be that difficult. Because even now, with the old system, it took me 2 months from level 1 to level 5. Wasn't that much.
"Well, how long do I have been here, Cal?"
I think you're 53.
Actually, no, I'm 55. But they,
Oh,
I'm
I'm gonna say 6 months.
I had one character die, started another character, and I got him up to 6.
What level was your first character when you died?
First
Level
or
1.
second, maybe.
I think. No, he might have just made second level.
Yeah, so
Damn elves.
no, I don't think it, because the main levels that I find when you get access to all your stuff is usually by level 7. So from 1 to 5, 1 to 7 doesn't take a super long amount of time. And if we're going to be leveling faster, then I think it'll, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. That's what I'm trying to get at if we start from level 1. Because that way it also does prolong our, we don't have to
So,
think of everything at
doing
once.
extracurricular things, or writing stories, is that going to do anything for our leveling if we're all going to level at the same time?
Yeah, I would
So that's
say.
always been big in your game.
I would say the only way I could give proper rewards for extra jam would be things like where you're getting like free rerolls and stuff like that.
That's so nice.
I thought I got that for bringing the dessert.
That can still be nice. Just
Yeah,
rewarding
comes
us,
in handy.
rewarding us with in-game stuff can still be nice for that.
That'd be good.
It still gives us the initiative of we want to write cool shit and do nice things.
So, the only thing I would say is if you come in at higher level,
Well,
obviously,
we all have to do it or none of us.
Yeah. Well, and my thing is first of all, we have a new player to second edition, so I think a slower exposure to everything will help her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like starting at level 1 would help a lot.
And then the other thing is, it's less to figure out immediately. If we start off at level 4, okay, we have access to a whole bunch of stuff.
Tell me what she's doing. Playing a fighter, it's no different than level 1.
Yeah,
It's no different.
but to some
And
of us,
she had to be either a cleric or a mage for there to be really any difference.
thieves.
No,
They just have to lack more.
just a better chance, depending on where they put it. It's just, what her exposure is the same. Her chances are better to do something. That's the real difference.
I still think it would be nice. Just
What are you planning on playing?
the thing that we talked about.
Okay. What are you planning on playing?
Fighter.
And you're a fighter? I was actually thinking, I was thinking about doing the silences,
As well.
but just recreating healing silences.
Recreate.
Only. Not like what you're going to do.
What I was basically planning on doing was a frontline scientist.
Frontline.
A fighter scientist is what I was kind of planning on doing. And there's actually quite a bit of abilities that give me that can make that very easily possible.
One
Plus,
thing that I'll ask is if you're conjuring or whatever you're doing, and you're on the front line, you get hit, is that going to knock you off of what you're doing?
so yes, if you're a cleric or a mage, but scientists do things at turns at 0.
Oh, okay.
Most of her.
For most part, scientists are speed 0. Then you have 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So no matter what, scientists usually go first. That being said, if we run into other scientists,
and if your side is delayed or my side is sped up,
yeah. But even then, it's not. The only penalty.
Just some wings left coming.
The only penalty is it just doesn't happen. That's the only penalty. For clerics and mages, you'll lose that.
you want to go ahead?
Doesn't.
No, if you want to seriously, go ahead because I don't need to be overstuffed. You're cool.
For mages and clerics, if I'm in the middle of a spell, if Addy was in the middle of a spell and he got attacked, he lost that spell slot. He can no longer use it.
Oh, I didn't even know you lost the spell slot.
Yes, you lose it
Okay.
Until next time.
until the next day when you pray and get it back. But for the rest of that day, you're done.
Yeah.
Scientists,
Do scientists get their stuff back faster than?
yes, yes. I know he's our resident sciences master. I've just been looking into it a lot, so I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're answering all questions, right?
For instance, so sciences, it's kind of similar to mana style of you have this much and you get depleted, but
But you're always getting back.
you can always get it back, even if you just sit
It's
down.
like an egg timer. Now, there's certain things you can do to increase that. Or the more you try to do, the less of money you get back. Plus, you're expending it.
Like money, you get it and it goes out as quick as it comes in, vice versa, whatever.
Sounds like poker.
Like when I transported you guys, or teleported you guys, I said, I'll be following hopefully this evening. I had to wait till I had enough to follow you back. Now, if I wouldn't come back today, you would still have fucked up on the roll. I had to wait till Saturday.
But sciences can get a lot back faster than clerics or mages, because mages have to wait. Clerics and mages have to wait until after they rest and do a full sleep. Sciences don't, from my understanding.
They still require sleep.
Yeah. Well, it depends,
They still require sleep.
but they don't need it.
The
to
rejuvenation allows you to gain points back as if you were sleeping
Mhm.
at the same rate as if you're sleeping. You still need to sleep.
The power.
There might be, but it's not one of the
Yeah.
areas we're taking.
Yeah.
All right, you guys squared away then on your finances?
One thing I don't like.
I was even thinking like a brother thing, like you're the fighter and I'm.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
honestly.
you're at one extreme on one side, I'm the other extreme.
I think that'd be cool, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put this out
It makes more
because
sense for Kung Fu too, you know, wherever out.
you guys didn't see it, but I know Cobb did. Is I like having character, like stuff that ties characters together.
Yeah.
In one of my previous characters, I was a brother with another person, and I've done it a couple times. I like having character relationships like that. So it's just kind of a personal thing that I like. I think that'd be cool, Sean.
I'm good for it. It'll work.
All right.
My only question.
Just keep right up. Would you like? You want piece? You sure? You got room. You fart like you. You fart like you burp.
Ship out the
We
way.
know ahead of time. Oh, scared me.
Surprisingly, no.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that either.
No, that's my mom and my sister.
Tuck in that hair.
That hair.
Don't let these boys tell you what to do.
The hair sticking out on the side.
I'm not telling you what to do. I just think, you know, if you want it, you can have it. Good. Look at all that meat you're leaving on those phones. Oh my
All
god.
right. So
Oh my
I think
god.
it's time to roll, wash our hands, and roll some sixes.
Can I have follow some sixes?
Can I borrow some more from you?
Actually, there's a whole bunch in that thing in front of Destiny if you want to dig those out.
Yeah, I know that.
First person who yells yacht is going to work with Jeep.
You gotta wash your what?
Jeep.
Things
That's
and
not what I
feet.
heard.
Things and feet.
I heard Jules.
Oh God. Gotta find that weapons thing. Because the one thing that I personally wouldn't like about that is if we're all melee people.
Sweet
Nope,
dripping
zombies
grease.
can't have range. So never mind.
Did I give you my
Like,
cheeks?
I'm trying not to.
You okay, walk? Yeah, well, find the room down below. Where the
So you might have access to that. That's like you're gonna
yeah, I was gonna definitely do both sides.
definitely saying that when you get something like that.
So Greg has hand cross. Actually, I don't know where it was.
Expensive.
That's hard.
Yeah.
There's no more there. It is. Rub it all over the bottle. Have you keep dropping?
I dropped something else?
No, what you want?
Crumbs. What do you want to do about height weight?
About what? I guess we'll roll it. Unless you want to pick your own height and weight, I don't care either way.
I've always picked mine.
You're going to be a medium-sized creature, so it's not.
I would say
6 foot 190.
I think we'd probably look a little bit different.
That's what you want to be, young man.
Show the
I would love to have been 6 foot.
As somebody that was 6 foot and 190 way back when I was 16, yeah, it was pretty cool.
I got you.
I think it'd be cool because that way it accentuates the.
You got one red eye and one blue eye, and I got one red eye on this side and a blue eye on this side.
That'd be hilarious.
If they're ever looking for us, I'll always
Where you
find
sit
us.
down at the thing with the dice.
What's the roll things? I never remember those. What's the roll thing?
Reroll.
No, the
Roll 4d6s, drop the lowest. And then if you don't like how those 6 turned out, do it again. And keep doing it.
depending on how they turn out.
Do you want me to help you here, the new player? Okay, so
Okay.
That hurts.
we're doing stats. So we're doing primary attributes.
I just need
Stats.
3 if possible.
Test rolls. Test rolls. Test rolls.
It's a really good way. is
Oh,
roll
good roll.
4d6, and then you're going to drop the lowest one. So, for instance, if I roll
Thank you, sir.
2, 4, 3, and 3, I drop them at 6.
All right, over touch roll. Roll good roll.
I need like 3 18s. Come on.
So, do we write them down randomly, or?
Well, just
You could
make a
assign it.
list of
Yeah.
the 4, of the 6, and
Toss the
then
driver.
if you like them, then you can assign them to whatever you want.
We toss the drivers.
I'm sitting there going, I need some
Please.
blank paper,
I don't care what
but
color.
I have a whole notebook.
Right?
You have an eraser?
No, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. You should have all of them on your side.
I should. Oh, well.
Okay. Oh, cock die.
Remember, you're rolling 4 d6s, you're dropping the
Yeah,
lowest and writing that number down.
What? We get some d6s over here.
All right?
If need be, I have a couple extras for myself.
We're doing this how many times? 6?
6 times.
If you like those, keep them. If you don't, re-roll.
Huh?
They have to be in sets of 6.
That, okay, so
What's the reroll thing?
6, 6, 6, 4.
Nice. You only need the 666, buddy. That's perfect. There's your strength.
right?
What? Charisma.
Well, I've got 5 d6s anyway.
I got 6. So,
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, then
We're only rolling 4.
yeah, rolling one.
Oh. So I'm sorry. What was the reroll thing again? What's the reroll?
you're rolling 4 dice.
Yeah, picking out the
You're
highest.
taking off the highest, and then you're writing that number down.
Right.
And then after you do that 6 times, you look at those and you go, okay, can I get what I want out of those 6? And if you can't, then you got to throw that away.
Oh, the whole set. Okay.
Start
I thought you
over.
meant something different. All right.
I
Yeah.
recommend having
I understand that.
I like these.
Just real quick.
Dude, nice. Let's roll.
Write it down.
Oh, I've got it written down.
That way, so you're here when they say. Good.
Oh, I'm not putting it roll.
And then I do that.
Oh gosh.
Hey, that's almost
Tonight's episode sponsored by Smegma. Smegma. When you want the cheese, it smells like your ex.
That's terrible.
Boom!
Yeah, I don't like these.
I just make that up. It'd be great, DNS.
I get 2 great rolls, and then I do that. On your,
Yeah, I did something very similar.
You'll have that.
That's what my version is.
18.
You don't want it to be. That's one thing that won't change is your interactions with things.
One more roll. I'm gonna keep milking forever. Come on, baby.
They'll all still think we're assholes.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Yeah, sometimes dice can't change the facts, can they?
Tell what that is.
2 4s and 2 1s.
Well, everybody got to have something roll. Well, that's really sucking. Wait, 2, 4, 8. No, it's 9. Okay, it's there. You look terrible. I mean, that's definitely my shit. Can we roll again? Is that what? No, we want
You
this.
want to scrap all?
No, I mean, no. What if I want to? Can you choose between the 2 sets of rolls? No.
That'd be cheesy.
Well, I mean,
No, that's not right.
No, I don't. Yeah. That's,
I'll just judge.
why not just give everybody 18s?
Would be nice.
sometimes the low stats can provide
Fun.
very fun moments of role playing.
Rock.
Failures, you get almost as much enjoyment out of everybody than you do the success.
That was really helping hand out.
Like,
I think I brought that book back, by the way. I just don't think I remember to tell you why I brought it back. Because I don't know. I think we're tonight. I'm like, I took that backward. You have the book that's got the paper that you pasted on the back page? Because that's the one I have.
Yeah, that's well, let's see.
That's the one that I had. So
Really?
yeah, that's it. Unless you have that in the back hall, I need a copy.
No, this is like my master.
Well, that's the one that I had. Or the one that the one that she had.
Question again, are we basing it still in this world here?
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm not saying what place yet.
No, that's fine because I'm gonna pick a city on there from where I'm from. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
We're coming from a small town, but it depends on where you're facing, so we'll be somewhere in that vicinity.
Do we all want to come from the same town?
Sure.
I mean, we can.
Maybe the Lord of our lands decided that he needed something looked into, and we're the ones that volunteered to do it.
But I don't know.
I'm good with that. We're coming together regardless, so
Yeah.
it's just the other two views. How we would do
It's
it.
kind of how you two.
That works. Gives a good reason to be together anyway, I think. And then that would forge our bonds to stay together in the future.
I definitely got my life. But
I do too. I gotta double check.
Dustin, you okay with that?
I think I'm gonna go with the science too.
Yeah.
you okay with that?
You can pick whatever you want.
Got the set you like?
It's as good as it's gonna be.
Just gonna let you know. As a fighter, I'm sure you know, a fighter, the main thing is strength. Really good. Your other two that you really want to be decent are Dex and Constitution.
Okay. Do you have a
Because Dex is
an
armor
expert
class.
guy?
Constitution is
You have
actually
an
points.
guy?
Strength is basically how hard. If you have really high strength,
Come out to my house.
you get
on
bonuses
June
to your
1st.
attack and damage.
Because it's not cool enough. Like
I will also say,
Should
just
be low and cool.
I know
Very
Con,
good.
how he likes things. It's good to have okay charisma.
It's not
And
frosting up.
people will look at you and not run away.
I know.
I haven't checked.
Usually think highly.
It hasn't.
Intelligence is good because it gives you extra.
Let me look right now. Like right now, it should.
That could easily be
Proficiencies.
I mean, it's full, but it's not
You know what those are?
where it should be.
How long you had it on
And
there?
they're similar to feats, but not quite.
Okay.
Oh,
You remember features,
about 2
right?
hours.
So proficiencies, they are and they aren't.
I agree. It's not that
They let
warm
you do
outside.
something. For instance,
So I
if you
agree.
have the proficiency of animals, then you can track stuff. If you have the heraldry proficiency, you know what flags and those types of symbols. If you have,
But depending on where we're starting, being
Yeah.
first level, I mean, it's almost unless you're coming from a big city. Why would you have everything?
no, I'm just throwing out
You gotta look at
examples.
that too.
She's come from
Yeah.
5th edition. The closest thing they have is feats. They don't actually have proficiencies.
They got feet.
I remember feats from
Feet. We got hands and feet.
War Machine.
2 feet.
We got 2 feet and 2 hands each. We start with.
I remember feats from War Machine.
I don't know what War Machine is.
I don't think so.
The tabletop game.
All right. So it's just kind of, if you want to pull out your handbook, then I can show you where they're at real quick. And then wisdom is, what does wisdom really give? Magic defense and some saving throw bonuses.
For a fighter, wisdom would be low.
Yeah. You don't need.
You gotta have something low, make it wisdom.
for a
You
fighter.
can go with intelligence being low for a fighter.
Yeah.
And if we
The only
got really
thing I
bad
was-
rolls, you can be ugly too.
Yeah.
You really want to keep
Your
your
main thing-
charisma,
your main-
dexterity, and strength are your 3 primes for a
Yeah.
fighter.
Because Constitution is having a lot of hit points is not good if you're getting hit every turn, which is why I always focus on Dex.
Yeah, well, both. I mean, if you got the
Yeah.
scores right down, all 3 are good. 'Cause you
Right.
want to be good with your sword. You want to be able to withstand
So
what's
these
in
are
you,
all of them.
and you want to be nimble on your
These are
feet.
general.
to avoid being-
Here you have basically the types. You're a fighter, so you'll have access to warrior and general. So general is all these. Warrior is specifically these. There's rogue, wizard, and priest under all the others. Alright. So you're a fighter, you have warrior and general. Look in here, you can see blind fighting, endurance. Endurance is a really good one, by the way. Running is okay, weaponsmithing is okay. Then over here we have carpentry, brewing, swimming, all that kind of stuff. And then it tells you that how many proficiency slots it takes. It tells you what they're based off of, and it tells you your check modifiers. And so check, you're basically what it is if he says, give me a swimming check. It'll be on the sheet. You'll have swimming at strength 0. So there's no modifier. So you roll it, and you're trying to, whatever you roll, plus your check number, which will be on the sheet. If that equals 21 or more, you passed. If it's less than 21, you fail. Same goes for anything. If there's modifiers, you either subtract or add. Okay, you kind of get that?
Yeah.
It'll be explained more once we actually pop up, and it'll be easier to see once we have actual character sheets.
So what do you think about being either an elf or half elf?
Wait, what's the minus to elves? They get +1 to Dex, -1 to Constitution.
I don't know. I don't have the elves anymore.
It's in
The half elf there isn't.
No, half elves is just there's nothing, but it's nice to be able to see darkness.
Oh, thanks.
But wait, we can't do that. Scientists are only humans.
No. I've talked to Cobb about it earlier. Since these aren't coming from the island, these are just going to be somewhere else. So it can happen.
It'd be nice
The
Dex.
thing is, your prime requisites, if you're an elf or half elf, you can only go to level 7. However, you can go above that if your prime requisites are above that. Like, your prime requisites for scientists are charisma and constitution. So as long as if your wisdom, you have to have 15 and the constitution 11, and intelligence 12 your minimums. All right. So for every point above 11 on your constitution and above 15 on your wisdom is, from what he explained to me, is how much higher you can go as a scientist beyond that 7th level. So if you only have an 11 and 15, then you stop at 7 as far as your
Yeah,
prime.
12 and 15 can go to 8.
Because when you were talking about the prime requisites and
Yes.
and, like if we were to be Alvin persons,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
like for instance, our prime requisites are Constitution, Wisdom.
Correct.
Constitution 11, Wisdom 15 are minimum. Okay, so give me an example. If I know an elf stops at 7, so if we had, let's say we had an 18 Constitution and 18 Wisdom, what would that mean then?
An extra 10 levels, or is it?
Would that be because we're 15 for Wisdom is our minimum? Would that be 3 more levels that we could go up?
Or would it be
No.
each?
If your ability score and your prime requisite is a 14 or a 15, like that's what you have,
Mhm.
then if you're a demi-human, which is anything but human, then you can go up 1 additional level. If it's a 16 or 17, you get to go up 2, 18 is 3, and 19 would be
Okay.
4.
Honestly, I would almost just say
We're not going.
carry torches.
Well, it's not just for that. I'm not looking at it for you.
I know there's other decent stuff.
There's a lot of shit. And I was thinking about a half elf same as elf as far as that goes, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I just don't know. It's a hefty penalty.
Why?
Levels being able to do it. I mean, granted.
I don't know what you rolled, but
And
No,
understand,
it's not really playing
understand
with
that
that.
if you're playing a demi-human and for each class, that's gonna put you at 1 behind.
no, we're just
Anyone
playing one
else
class.
might be going up. Like if you're all leveling at the same time, let's say you're all humans, then you're all gonna level at the same time because you have 1 class.
Oh, you mean if?
But if you're playing 2 classes at once,
No,
you're not gonna
no,
level
I'm
up.
not
we're not talking
told
about
that.
2 classes. We're talking about classes besides.
Yeah.
We're just talking about
Rate.
what level we could attain.
I think
You got plan to play this character past level 10? Look how much luck I've had.
I know.
I already never got to that.
But here's the thing: if we're all there, we're all there. Granted, there's not the change, there's not a guarantee, but
You gotta remember, this is a modified experience point campaign.
I don't know.
exactly. So, which is also
All
why
right, let's just do it.
I'd say,
That's
yeah,
fine.
just be on the safe side. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. Shit happens.
That's fine.
I got my HVAC guy coming by tonight, so
You do? I got that.
I'm sure it's gonna cost an arm and a leg, but it's gonna have to be fixed. So
Okay,
what difference
what
does
are
it
the
make?
primaries?
We got
First.
Junior
We
first.
gotta have
and
Constitution
new
11,
first and-
Intelligence 12, Wisdom 15.
Oh, money. Is the old one just shot craps or?
No, it's almost 35 years old. And it's
I ain't got
doing
no problem
everything
with
to
that.
shoot
Okay.
sparks.
So it's like my dryer.
I got 3 really good ones,
And
2
Sherry is,
okays, and 1 net.
Sure, I
It's about what I'm, it's about
she
to
says,
say.
what happens if the
But-
snowstorm goes out? And I go,
I want one of my really good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Your
so-
prime regular is gonna be Constitution.
Has
11.
everyone
Those are
at
fine.
least got their stats the way that you want them to be?
Yeah, I
Not-
think I'm.
Why?
You got them placed and where you
Oh,
think
not
is
placed,
important.
yeah.
Now remember,
Not placed. I have
Obviously,
the set
some
aligned.
some things are much more easily lend themselves to role playing versus not role playing. So, you know, if you have a low intelligence and a low wisdom, then you're going to be having lower. You know, there's a lot of proficiencies that might be based on them. Your non-weapon proficiencies, you won't get as many, things like that. Your charisma's low, obviously, you're not going to have a lot of good luck in trying to persuade people or even get good reactions. But if that's not something you're concerned with, then obviously you want to put it more in your constitution, dexterity, and strength.
Also,
So
what are the
I
extra?
just sent you an email.
you did. Like I said, I'm checking.
Hopefully it got to you. Hang on. See if I can shake it out any faster over here.
Another thing, obviously, for the fighters, if you're a single class fighter, you can specialize in a weapon.
You've already looked at it. What it does. In a nutshell, more attacks, more damage, easier to hit stuff with that weapon. It's really good. If you only specialize in one weapon, it'll be the chance for me.
Oh. Do I need to roll percentile for my 18?
You do? Yes, you do. And unfortunately, you don't get a reroll on that.
Damage wise,
13.
Fair enough.
Does that work for you?
From the sound of it, me and him are gonna be a lot of folks.
Oh, well, I guess, so now
He's gonna be back.
you need to decide, oh, let's roll starting monies.
Wherever's needed.
And I will look that up for you.
I would say. Because where's combat? Do you have the combat and tactics?
Yes.
I'll borrow it to show the person some stuff. Yeah, destinies and stuff.
3d4 times 10 for psionic.
I'm sorry. I'm,
Is it okay we roll it?
I'm just trying to
That's what it
say-
says.
Yeah, 3d4 times.
I apologize.
Okay, let's see. Warriors, 5d4 times 10.
Here's the fighting styles. You may want to look into them.
It looks like we just got 2 fighters and 2 psionics. That's what I'm looking for.
Is
Yeah, psionic healer, psionic fighter. You may do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Is
110.
that gold
Should
or
be
what?
under here.
Yes,
fighting styles.
golden coins. That's what you either were gifted, or you found, or you stole, or
There's
whatever
spot for it.
fashion that you think that your character acquired that starting money.
There's spot for it.
Or maybe somebody took you shopping and
There's spot for it.
I didn't find one, so I just wrote it down at the bottom. Is that the only thing I need to roll?
let's see.
There you go.
All right, well, since you're ready to go here, let's continue on.
So, here's your specialized. So, any melee For instance, for melee, you get that many attacks per round. Attacks per round. Attacks per round. Here's the thing about bugs. We talk about bugs. That's everybody. Yes, it gets better, but what winds up happening is the user weapons. Nice. Running specials can increase the rate of fire. And but that's about it. Okay. Here, you get more attack. You get more attack points. You get plus.
Alright, so let me see your sheet real quick.
And you get bonus damage. Okay. So what would happen is basically you want to mastery, high mastery, grand mastery.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 plugs. And each one takes weapon slots. You want to get as many as you can spare into whatever you're doing the most. So what winds up happening is, in this one, if you get the high mastery, well, Fire spends another proficiency on the melee weapon because they're already specialized. So now you're spending 3 basically into one attack, into one weapon. And a melee weapon. Attacking damage plus 3 plus 3. So plus 3 to hit, plus 3 to damage. Bows and crossbows, his punch length increases as with melee, and it gains additional to all of the range for a total of plus 2. So basically what happens is when they're right in your face, yes, you get that. Any other time, you only get plus 2 to hit, not attacking damage. So it gets you much more. And the other thing is
That was the one other thing. No alignments.
oh,
No alignments.
really?
Your actions are going to dictate whatever happens to you.
Oh,
That could be
okay.
nice.
That's awesome.
Start with no
I don't
alignment,
really
end up
say.
with alignment based on how you play.
Yeah. So normally you kind of alignments is
So you can think
I
that
would
you're
be
whatever,
awful
but
good.
as far as DM concerned, that
which
isn't even
means
a,
you follow the law.
don't even, it won't even be a thing.
No thanks. Yeah, evil is true evil. It's you don't care about.
Like they-
Yeah. Have you ever played Boulder's Gate? Alright. Boulder's Gate is based on 2nd edition, so anybody who's played that knows 2nd
So
edition.
anything with Polar?
Yeah, Boulders, whatever. So that's what I'm saying
Works for me.
Boulders.
is, but what's happening
I'm having a dilemma here. What's what I want to be my low score?
so
Charisma or
what
strength?
happening is, let's say,
Charisma's such a big deal in a cop game. I don't know.
That's not my character. That's not
Shit.
You will start out.
Okay, do you have any idea what you want your non-weapon proficiencies?
If you see that stuff before we call it up, then you switch it. If we're good, then you have that. Or you're just not that good.
Give that some thought.
Let's
Look
say
at your player's handbook, that might
we
be some ideas.
Once we get to us, switch it.
How many do you get?
That. Do you know what I mean? So,
As a fighter, I think you start off with 3,
your bread and butter.
and then you have 2 bonus slots. You start off with knowing your native tongue, which is Southern. If you're a different race, then you know your racial tongue, and you'll need to know.
What do you make your deck?
You'll all need to know the same language, I would
Our
think.
decks should be similar, so that's what I'm wondering. It don't have to be, but
I know. I'm just trying to look at this. If I make that guy. I make that guy. That leaves. How do you? How do you want to?
hey, if you don't be ugly, I'll be ugly with you. You know
Is
how
it-
important that is in this game.
3 including
No, I'm
Southern
playing on
Time?
my
That's the only thing
lowest.
that I'm thinking.
My lowest thing is probably it's gonna be more than my lowest. Look, that's nice.
I have a 9 here.
My lowest is hockey.
Is it 3 including
wow.
Southern Tongue Copy?
Never
Is
mind.
it 3 including Southern Tongue?
3 what?
Not proficiency.
You get, you know that your native tongue for free.
12,
Okay.
9.
course, it depends.
Wisdom seems like the other one is. It
Are
seems
you
like
picking
wisdom,
a,
wisdom and constitution are
city in the
most
north
things
that you're
fall.
from, or city in the south?
intelligence. If you get into some
They're all gonna come from the
like
same
telekinesis
city.
or psychokinesis will be
Okay.
there's some intelligence ones.
The main ones I'm looking is
Are you guys all wanting to be from someplace in the north or someplace in the south?
Let's do north.
It matters as far as languages.
I know the song.
Let's do north.
This is from Avatar. The blue people.
The blue people.
Blue people.
I'm good with the north.
Yeah, I've never really explored much in the north.
That's really cool.
Oh, I thought we were.
You were with us for that, right?
Yeah, I went to the Emerald Forest with Addie did, but that was about
No,
it.
I think that'd be nice.
I think it'd be cool to get
Kind
here.
of sick being in South Florida.
This is awesome.
More woods. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You're a fighter. Roll 5d4. Total it up. Multiply that by 10. That's how much starting gold you have to spend.
Have some D4.
5d4.
Have some D4s.
Hello.
You hear where it said to roll them,
Yeah.
add them together, multiply by 10, that's your starting goal. It'll be really hot. It'll be at the number at the top.
She's not going back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that.
You need help or you got it?
I got it.
So you want it just on?
Sorry.
Well, how about if I just turn it off for now? And okay.
Just once.
No, it's
But then
it's
multiply
gonna
by
do that
10,
now.
That number, the added number.
All right. Very good.
So you got the number. All right, that's how much gold you have to start with.
I don't
can show
know.
you where you're buying stuff here.
Damn it.
That's, are you ready for it? Are you still figuring out where everything's going?
Well, if you're all from the north, then you're going to be then you know northern tongue, so I'll have to change that. But
Okay.
okay.
Which way you going? You going with the low? You're going with the low, Chris.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll change mine and go with higher.
See, I know. Yeah, I think what I have is good, honestly. My only. Let me look at those bonuses. Yeah. Village scores. What's the difference? Good.
Is there really a difference between 12 and 9%? Not really.
No. How much you can carry is it? But
Yeah.
that's the main thing is how much you can carry.
Okay, I'll be a klutz. I'm done.
All right. I think I'm good on abilities or attributes.
Special thing don't have a spot for proficiency.
You still have one slot open, Randy, if you want to use it.
On non-proficiency, tracking.
Tracking one.
Sorry, that costs 2.
Yeah, I thought so.
Our deck of fire going down.
You did?
Tracking.
That costs 2.
Questions, comments, concerns?
You have one slot left, unless you want to trade in one of the others.
Okay. Okay, so you're looking at these.
I want to keep fire building. I want to keep hunting. Are those, and I still would give you another
First
one.
of all, yeah.
Take a look at this real quick.
I'm as far as it's camouflage.
And sorry.
You are
Camouflage.
one.
I'll take that, please.
You are a warrior.
One other thing that's
You're
going to
start out
change
with
this
full
game.
weapon.
Hey, listen up, Chris. If you want to know this, if you don't have the proficiency, you have to roll a natural 20 to be successful in most situations.
Sounds good.
Instead of doing all the fucking math, just okay. Natural 20. I was able to pick up the trail if I don't have tracking. That way, if somebody's taking tracking, for instance, and it was low, you should still be better than someone who has never been trained.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So anyway, just to make that easy.
So
So,
you're gonna start out with a warrior.
okay, so that's that. You come over here to weapons. You got 4 starting slots on that. And
And then
if
you're
I
gonna have
remember
3
correctly,
non-weapons
you said
plus 2
Spear.
for your intelligence. So you're gonna have 5 non-weapon which you can use. You can go in here. So this is where I said slots. 1 slot, 1 non-weapon. Okay. 2 slot takes 15. You got 5 to divvy up. Now, if I'm going to make some suggestions, endurance is going to be really important. What endurance does is.
did you want to own a
basically
shield or did you
doubles
want to take a
your
proficiency in the shield?
I want to take the efficiency and shield.
So what endurance does is doubles your fatigue points. Fatigue points are this. I attack, I get a fatigue point. Every so often, if I get so many fatigue points, it's just easier if I have a character sheet. Addie, where are you?
Director.
Addie! There you are. Okay. So Addie.
And that leaves you 1 slot. Did you want to be a specialist in the spear or the short sword?
Yes. In the spear.
Okay, so these were his stats. This is kind of how everything looks on the sheet. This is what I was talking about with proficiencies when you roll them. So you have so many
Now you have to buy things.
fatigue points.
What do I need to
They'll be
buy?
based on your
Well,
level,
Your
class,
clothes, your armor, your weapons, food. If you think that you're going to go
D10. So
somewhere,
have 10. I think 1 for every level.
mount.
So 11. I guess you'll have a decent.
Is there place someplace
Every
in
time
here
you
like this?
do something
Yes.
in the combat round, it'll tick one of
It's
those
got
away.
a chapter on equipment.
So let's say you start out with 11. I attack. I now have 10. Get down to 0. Start out, let's say, an unencumbered. Then you reset once you hit 0.
What are you
go
doing
back
there,
up to the
Sluggo?
top one.
Are you explaining to her?
I'm explaining to her why endurance is really good.
Okay, well,
This is one of the good ones. Then you start up, you move on to a different weight thing, which affects a lot of stuff. I recommend taking that one. Anything else is up to you, how you want to play your character. Truly. Put it to this way. Think of your background, this kind of stuff that you're going to explain in your background. So if you came from a village,
could be.
maybe you can think of this is what that village was known for. This is what I did in my youth to get these. Okay, I would say endurance is a really good one. Anything else is up to you. And you don't have to use them all right now, although you can. It's kind of one of those things. If you want to hold on to them, you'll get more down the road, and you can use that to take on others. Okay, so you still be accumulating more than just what you start with. And as a warrior, you're accumulating some of the
How you
fast.
gonna do this for additional non-weapon proficiencies when we are able to get them? You have to find somebody that can train us in it, or and I don't mean I'm talking about non-weapon, like
Well, it depends. How realistic do you want to play?
what's my
That's a
advance?
fair question.
I think
Do you want to be able to be like,
No, I'm not gonna instantly know it, but I mean that doesn't make sense. I'm just wondering how hard is it gonna be to. I mean, although that's how science works with their powers.
I
It's like
think
it's always there when it becomes clear when you reach attain a higher.
well, science it's kind of easy. You can, Whenever you're talking about when your devotions come up and not.
Yeah, but I'm it's not about proficiency is what I'm asking about because like I can think of several things I'm gonna want, but I can only start with 3. So I'm thinking, like for instance, let's say neither one of us took rejuvenation, but let's say next time I'm up for non-weapon, I want rejuvenation. How in the hell are we gonna fucking learn that? That's what I meant, like that kind of situation. How are you gonna rule it? That's what I guess is the important thing.
Well, the only thing I would request is that you would say, whenever you get to the level before you would get it, you would say, "Hey, I'm going to start attempting to rejuvenate. That's what I'm going to be working on."
I think that's a good rule.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I was just asking. It'll determine what I initially take versus what I take in the future. Like I'm going to take healing and other things, but I can't have them all in the start. So
All right. Let me bring that.
Are you taking into account your bonus?
No.
Non-weapon.
not yet. What is that for?
Depends on your
Depends on
intelligence.
your
14.
4.
4 extra.
Yep, 4 extra.
Okay, that helps.
I have the same thing. You said 14. On
4
top.
extra slots.
Yeah.
Slotto.
I'm in the same boat.
Slot you.
How
It's the university where you get slotted.
how many is our starting for
For what?
proficiencies?
3. Non-weapon 3, 2 for weapon.
Alright,
So plus 4, it'll be 7 for 9.
so 2. So let's go down actually. This sheet of paper right now. What's your thoughts? I need to roll a percentile.
What do you need to roll percent on?
For strength. I'm a strong boy.
18.
Yeah, I'm a strong boy.
And what'd you get?
Rolled 73.
Not bad.
Do I have more than you?
Oh, 13.
Woo!
The boy in the diaper can out kick your ass.
Dude,
Dude.
high
Oh, you
strength.
said he was in a diaper, so.
Dude. Dude.
Most myself.
They cut. Dude.
I cast
And they do.
detonate on my boom boom.
I duty and my duty.
That's what a monkey would do.
See, now we're getting
I
stupid.
detonate my boom boom. I
My
love it.
boom boom got eaten.
Oh,
Oh, boom boom hurt.
my gunyon got a little slapped on that one.
Boom boom hurt. No boom 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 bad.
Right. But, nice.
Rita don't know what she's missing. Oh,
No, she don't.
She didn't know she was missing when she was here.
Not saying it's
Hey,
live.
we got to pick on it. We pick on all the others as well.
Right? Hammer. I explained hammer to my girlfriend last night.
Yeah, she can get it.
She did actually.
Yeah.
is that what you call it? He said, "This is the hammer." She's like,
You're an asshole. And I love you.
more like a
You're an asshole. And I
more
love
like a
Hammer?
more like a tack hammer.
Attack hammer, yeah. Put that attack hammer down. You might hurt yourself.
She says, "Put down your hammer and give me the stapler."
I don't know.
That's worse.
How often do we unlock new ones?
What?
How often do we get new ones?
Nick Ray being a boy. You can just say stupid
I go
shit.
5. Hold on. Every 5 for weapon, every 3 for non.
So, I'll pull off.
Ooh. Flesh. Armor.
That's one I was trying to get.
That's keep Ooh, poop thoughts. Nope, not this one. Not this one. Dusty, what you named him?
Volmir,
What is it?
Volmir,
Volmir?
Volmir.
Volmir. Where's this sound familiar? What's it from?
Soulstone. They get it.
It's cool, man.
My name goes Garrett.
Derek?
Garrett.
Garrick?
With one T or two.
Say Jack? I don't know, man.
I don't know mine yet.
Lip and lap. There you go.
Right.
Maybe tomorrow I'll be. Okay, here we go. Healing.
There you go.
Put your hair up.
Not working.
A little bit, wasn't it?
A little, but it's not. And it's running at optimum.
Is your fan still? Is your fan working properly? It's not your fan.
Correct. It's not.
Freon.
Well, we're gonna find out. As soon as Max shows up.
It's not Freon. It costs money.
Yeah.
Who's showing up? Who's Matt?
That was high school.
Is he gonna
Which
roll
banner?
character too?
No,
Matt Brown.
no.
I think he's here.
Pat Bondure is his name.
There he is.
Speak of the devil, Lucifer himself.
Oh, is that your guy? Oh.
I gotta live down here in Northwest Point.
Just say a lot.
I get lower.
It's up to you. You're gonna be the fighter. What are you gonna use that? Yeah, I'm taking a bow and short sword.
I know it's either that or short sword.
Take a long sword.
Do we worry about getting
You
set on all
can.
that stuff now?
Only if you want it now.
Science is key.
You can.
You don't have to have it
Yeah,
now.
but
You can
they
just
want
be
something.
carrying all your things. Most people walked where they wanted to go in medieval times.
Right.
They had horses. They were rich enough to maintain them because it's not cheap. And even then, most of the horses were used to carry things or pull things, not.
Have you never heard of jousting, sir?
I have. The jousting at the St. Louis Ren Fair is faker than crap. I can't lie. And I understand why it's fake, but
Because they have little squeeze toys at the end of their lane.
It's not like a nice thing.
no, it's not like a nice. Yeah, none of those guys were. Maybe they were weighed, but that's when they were drafted out. As far as measures goes, no, let's get measured. That's why they're in jousting.
One more. Move on.
But then there's a lot. Have you ever been to the Ren Fair? It's got some fun things.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, they got heat
I have no
bugs,
fun looking, watching
swampy
people.
when
Yeah.
it's wet the day before.
It's just, there's some definitely different folks there.
There's some buxom wenches occasionally that'll stroll by.
Uh-huh.
My son is old enough now where we can talk about that sort of thing, and he doesn't like wearing it.
Oh, dude.
So that's cool. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I guess kick it back on cool and we'll see what it's
Okay.
do.
Is there like a hard tack on here that you carry around for food?
It's under rations.
Okay. I'm thinking looking for hard, I'm thinking hard tack.
Go with hard, you're thinking. Easy boy.
Same thing.
Easy boy.
So do we get
What?
general and then sinuses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Kyle would have to answer this, but would if he's playing a Sonic fighter, couldn't he have from the fighters?
I mean,
For the warriors,
I'm a
so
sinuses. I'm just being a.
Well, there's special stuff in Sonic.
So your
I'm
class
a
is
single class.
psionicist.
Yes, I'm a single
But
class.
you're kind of leaning in towards the martial aspects of it,
Yes.
as far as your proficiencies go.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be where I'm
Well,
gearing.
that and his abilities are going to be geared towards fighting.
Okay.
So can he choose from the warriors proficiency novel or
It'll cost twice. It'll cost an extra slot.
Cost. So it'll be the normal cost extra. Trying to think. So normally it's just general and sinuses, right?
Correct.
I already saw the sinuses ones, and I took the ones I want from that. I would really like endurance.
Just, is it 10 gold, or 10
That's
copper
really the
pieces
only one I
equal
want.
silver,
Correct.
10 silver pieces equal?
A golden coin. Correct.
Let me just put these things up.
So you've all chosen to be from the north. So your default language, unless you're not a human, will be northern. You are a different race. You will need to add northern onto. You'll have to use a non-weapon proficiency before that. Oh, okay.
So wait, if I wanted to take endurance, which is normally 2, does it cost 4?
No, it costs 3.
Alright.
R22 unless I miss.
Okay. Hey, Sean. Currently, I have rejuvenation, religion, reading and writing, endurance. I got one more slot. What do you think I should look into?
you want to not worry about the reading and writing aspect of it? Well, me and Lex, I've got it, and then put it towards something that you're going to need to double non-weapon proficiency slot because it's a warrior thing.
I mean, I'm just trying to think. There's not many that I could do that with.
I'm just saying, honestly, there's no need for us all to read and write. It's technically it's a waste of 3 of us having the same ability.
I get that.
Me being the healing type, that's why why I took it. I should say.
Yeah, like I'm still gonna dabble.
That's fine. I just mean initially.
I know. No, initially I'm gonna do whatever I can to get.
What's your
grasp.
discipline? What's your initial discipline?
I'm gonna start on. Oh, all the stuff I really want is in the same one.
Which one?
Metabolic.
Psychometabolic.
Yes, I can metabolic.
That's what I'm thinking.
I know because you're healing.
Yeah.
But the skin graft, the
Yeah, eventually.
dimension blade, armor, all of that's the same one. I start there, then I'm gonna go to telekinetic, then psychoportive. Are gonna be my 3 that I go into. I should also start out with like 30 PSPs. Like that. Probably it'll be close to that when I start out with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he said it was the same cost.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There's about 3 different free, I think.
Let me. Okay. Not gonna have that. I'll leave that stuff to you. You good over there? All right. And did you say you were getting fire building?
Is that,
Did you say you were getting fire building?
yes.
Alright. Trying to think of what else I should take. I got one left. I'm not starting off the course. I really don't care about this. I can cook it. Okay, so as a warrior, your initial is going to be your initial non-weapons are going to be 3. You'll get 1 more every 3 levels. And then what's your intelligence? 2. So you'll have 5 starting out. So again, you have warrior and general. These are your bread and butter ones. You can get stuff from this other one, but it's going to cost so much to go down. But these are going to be your main ones. And this is up to you. It's you. Are you new or you?
How'd you figure 30 points?
Because of
What are your 3 stats and 3?
I have a.
What's your wisdom?
17.
Okay. What's your
14 and
intelligence?
14.
No, it's only a 24.
No, you get bonuses for each one above your.
No.
Yes,
You use table 5.
I was using table 5.
Oh, table 5 is you look up your wisdom first. You
Yes.
said your wisdom's what?
17.
So that's your base score is 24.
Yes.
So then you add to that, what is your intelligence?
14.
That's not on the list. So you get no additional for that. And you said the other one's 14?
Hold on.
You get no additional for that. So your base, your score is 24.
Fuck is table 5.
Page 13.
Oh, so it's only for Constitution?
Only Constitution, only Constitution, Wisdom, and Intelligence. Those are the 3 main scores that we would.
Okay, inherent potential. I'm looking at table 5. Add the appropriate ability modifiers for the intelligence and constitution scores. To the
You
space.
don't have any because you got 14. 15's, 15's 0. 14 and lower are also 0.
The 24.
You have 24, that's it.
No, but
No,
for constitution.
you said it was a 14.
What's constitution start out at?
You said it was a 14.
Mine is a 14.
Right, look on the sheet. 14 is not on there, it's 0. 15 or less is 0.
Oh.
I'm trying to explain to you. You have a 24.
Yeah.
Now, next level, you get, because your wisdom's a 17, you have a +2 modifier. So at your next level, you get 10 plus 2. And you get that every level.
Yeah.
Mine's a 29. That's why I was wondering why you had a 30.
Yeah. All right. I need to.
How much does hide armor cost?
Like 15 gold.
Not much.
Really?
It's really cheap and gives you a really high armor value. That's why hide is amazing. You get, as I said,
Pretty easy to get to.
hide,
Hides.
medium shield with proficiency, and a dexterity, armor class 0.
But that's 17.
So what? That's +3 or -3 to your dex. Hide armor puts you at a 6, right?
Yes.
Are you proficient in medium shield?
No, not yet.
Okay. When you do, right now it's just +1 to your armor class, or -1. When you do get proficient in it, it's going to be -3. You'll have armor class 0 with having only hide armor. Why I say plate is overrated. If you get plate, yes, you have an armor class 0. No, you do not get a dex bonus. That's why I don't. I mean, yes, you still get the shield, but you don't get the dex. And it costs 1,000 gold pieces. When hide, a shield, and a decent dex get you there at level 1 versus having 1,000 gold. That's why I'd never really care for plate. Whatever is right below half plate, because half plate is when you start losing your dex bonus. So whatever is right below half plate is the armor you want to shoot for, if I remember correctly. Because that way, if you really want to go all armor, you have the shield, you have that, which should be in armor class 4, if I remember correct. I think half plate gets you like 2, and full plate gets you 0, something like that. Armor class 4, mission shield, dex, -2 without spending a couple thousand gold. And a few levels.
Yeah, they don't have high listed on there, that's why I was trying to.
Yeah, they do.
Excuse me.
Are you looking at the regular one?
Yes.
They have it there. It's a little hidden. It's next. It's
Oh, actually, I see it now.
yes.
Which I probably
15.
Right, armor class 6.
You don't have to worry about
Start
things
with
like your David throws all that shit.
Don't worry about that.
Automatically copy it.
Full page. Found it.
69.
Got it.
Like 9/11 and stuff like that.
So yeah,
Yeah, 15 gold.
yeah, 15 gold, and then hide armor level 6. So 6.
Yeah, what kind of blind fighting? A lot of people fight
You'll have hide
without
plus
being a
shield.
-4 modifier.
So you'll have 5, and then whatever your dex is. So
Are you?
if I remember
Where are
correct,
you? Oh, you're not.
you're looking for like
I know you're not.
splint mail,
Yeah,
banded mail, or bronze plate. Let me double check that. Full plate, so field plate, particular padding, lack of ventilation.
So you don't have to worry about it.
Full plate.
The thing you got in your head. Turn that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to search for it. I once knew exactly,
Use one weapon or two.
but once when you get so far down, you can't use dex.
In your head.
So you're only
one
looking
or two weapons.
to the spot
Yeah.
right before you can
You
use
wanna
dex.
have-
Because especially with the 17 dex,
We gonna
you have a good enough dex
two
that
weapons down.
that should be -3, right? Because I think mine's
You
-2.
don't have a -3.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do.
So pretty sure you're a -3.
So keep those. In
A -3
offhand, I don't know what the
Is the difference
slots are.
between,
how much-
you know,
how
split
many
mail
they
and
have.
full
They're in
plate?
the wires. So.
Or actually,
I
full
think
plate
there's one.
plus shield. Full plate alone
But
gives
that
you armor
would,
class
to
1.
fit your vision of your character, you want to take both of those.
Well, what I like about it is the cost.
Yeah, exactly. It's super cheap. I mean, chainmail, once you can even upgrade a chainmail as soon as you get that. And, you know, proficient in shield, you have an armor class of -1.
So for now,
Or -2.
right?
Something like that.
No.
That's tanky. Not a lot of stuff early levels
Oh,
hit that. Later on,
I was good.
it's still difficult,
So
but
3
you'll be
plus,
seeing them just as much as they're hitting you.
11 give me any.
And with the, we have max,
You might have
you know,
an additional
HP,
weapon, right?
and that there's more of us,
11.
probably working your, it's probably ends up working in your favor. And with your strength,
Press 11 intelligence, is that going to give me an extra number?
yeah, 2, I've already put down.
Oh, okay.
I already
Okay,
put down
good. So you get 5 total.
Yeah, I already put that down for her.
Well, I was sorry, she's envisioning her, the kit, or the thing she's got in mind is that fights with 2 weapons. So ambidexterity,
That,
two weapon
ambidex.
style.
Yeah, and my dex is a non-weapon, correct?
It's a weapon.
It is weapon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you're wanting to fight with 2 weapons, yeah. So ambidex, 2-weapon style, and so yeah, that right there.
Specializing on? Is-
Yes, she can specialize. in
She's gonna want that.
that. Yeah, eventually you'll want that. You start out with 4, correct, for weapons. So if you
No.
want to
3.
4 for weapons. 4 weapon, not weapon.
Right.
For weapons, if you want to do 2 fighting both, you're going to go ahead and get ambidex, 2-weapon style, because then you have no negatives to
Yeah.
attacking. With
That allows you to fight with 2 weapons at the same time. If not, you're gonna have negatives if you do at the same
Yeah.
time. And the 2-weapon fighting style that eliminates that. The ambidexterity is because you're offhand. You're as good as you are with it now. So if you take that, then you lose that penalty for using your offhand. It helps. I mean, it's good
Put you this way.
for what you're envisioning. That's in my opinion. what you want to
Normally,
say.
you can have your main hand and then something of a smaller class. Okay. Or
What
actually-
weapons do you envision your character to use now?
2 short.
Maybe
You
you
can
might
go
want to
bigger.
be a ranger.
You can go bigger.
Then you can't specialize in a weapon.
You can't specialize. So if your plan is only short swords, then you depends. You play at your character. I'm saying DPS wise, you can go bigger. Short swords are good. That's what a lot of people go into because they're lightweight.
Well, she's got a character. She's got
I
in
get
mind.
that.
She's trying to build the character off of her vision of what she wants to do. So I mean, she might want to have 2 short swords. Not everybody's got 2 long swords just because they do more damage. She maybe want to be quick, agile, lighter weapons, faster.
They are
Faster weapons by
They
far.
are
So she should be
So there are
going in.
4, which
Should
is-
be going in fast.
which is good.
2 weapon on fast instead of wait until the next round. Should be beating a lot of enemy.
So actually, yeah, that is really good.
Where do you write all this stuff down? Back to this.
Or you can just, are you already writing it down?
Yeah.
Just hand me the book.
My last one.
Just tear the
So just hand it to me and I'll punch it in.
just tear the page.
Okay.
Just highlight.
To have a calculator on there too?
Yeah, it automatically deducts the gold.
I think I'm just gonna do
Just
this.
highlight them in the book and tear the page out. Good cut.
Okay.
He got extras.
Just so long as there's, and then, by your calculations, were you able to afford all that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm probably missing
So you want to
something,
do
so
2 short
You can add
swords?
on,
You should
I'll hand it back to you.
if you go, hey,
If you want
I'll
to
go
go
all
off,
right,
wait
sorry.
till you get one.
but yeah, I'm sitting there,
Then you can.
Yeah,
you
you
can
know,
specialize on
it
this.
calculates everything.
And my next
these
round,
new
All right.
favorite things.
short sword.
Oh, no, please.
Animal affinity. Thorough 1, it's an 8.
Then you're gonna save your specialization. So you're gonna take MFX. 2 weapon style. Short sword. If you want long or short bow, does make a difference. Main difference is cost.
Well,
Short, long bows are 75 gold. Short bows are 30. They do have a shorter range, but
Chris, we're not going to start with alignments.
I know.
We can take Death View.
Woo!
Turning around and dying. We're
Life
sucking
drain.
the life.
Life drain. Life drain.
It's similar.
I know.
Life sapping region of negative
So-
energy.
Okay. So then
Yeah, there's life drain too.
And next, especially
That's how I'm a healer. I suck your life and heal myself.
So that's my recommendation.
Wow, you can absorb 10 more than what you start with. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that'd be cool, Daddy.
And
Somebody on Facebook, somebody created a smoke dragon,
You would
an
be
animation of a
a
smoke dragon,
character that
and they put it to where, like, if you're
is
looking on your phone,
strong, that
like
are
out the camera of your phone, like out in the backyard, you see this thing out there flapping its wings with smoke
For
pouring off
instance,
it all
that's
around.
how you're-
It's really cool. I might find out something. It's really cool.
For right now, keep it on here. Keep it on your notebook.
Looks like it's for
Hand it to that guy when we're all done. He will put it in, and then he will create a sheet. This is just to help organize our thoughts. Once when he puts it into the system, his system will automatically do everything, print us out, and have everything organized. Right? He's never done these before. We usually just kind of know it. This is just because everybody's doing it at once to help organize thoughts. Honestly, I'm not using it all that much.
What would you say? Yeah. Well, not identity.
Returnal.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at it. I'm not gonna do
yeah,
I'll show you where it's taking it.
So,
Isn't that cool?
like,
You can do that however you want.
Wow.
If you want to roll it, then you're going to go to the very first.
I love that.
That's cool. And
Yeah,
did a real good job.
I would be even better if you sit there and make it look like it's in your driveway and you have your vehicle.
Well, you could. I mean, they're just it's like an overlay anime, so they're just shooting pictures behind it.
So if you want,
You know, it's already it's like happening in the foreground. So
That is
go
cool.
down. So you're a full elf. Sorry. So base age. Then you can do
It's Seamus
5d6.
Smoke Dragon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
So if you want, you can use this. I know I usually don't, but else I think would be easier. It's better. So what winds up happening is you can use this, and then if you wanted to make a door, for instance, let's say you want to be like a wizard or something like that. This is not this, but later on, you can go down and stuff like this, where you have where you're super old. Okay, you get minuses to some things, but you get bonuses to everything. For some characters, you want that, or you might want that. Players, you make a character that's a super old player, he's going to be doing some work. Or super old wizards, players don't deal too much with that. And then same height and weight is over here. So if you want to roll it, have some D6s, and for an elf, have a D10 if you want to roll it. Let's see, that's height is a D10. Weight is.
So you're playing an elf? Before we go to father and we learn another language, I
Okay.
got my teacher.
Okay,
There you go.
here's the other thing.
That's what it is.
Did you? Here's the other thing.
Don't have to go looking for anybody. She's
Do
there.
not have.
That's good. That's awesome.
Where's your sheet? Where's your
That's
stats?
good point. I like that.
Let's see if you guys can mind. Elves have a
I know what the problem was, God.
Yep.
different thing.
The leak in one of the two.
Elves have
Okay,
a
we'll
plus
fix
one dex, minus one constitution.
Going to,
So you gotta
he
keep
said he's
that.
going to,
That's your ability.
been fixed there before.
So,
It's interesting why there would be how a leak would come in a pipe that's not,
with your current.
or it's in this case, just a copper tube.
Manufacturing
Which
error,
means
thin
like-
part of the pipe.
Which is actually
Just finally wore through.
It means you have.
We find that with our stuff, it's just, we find a weak point.
There's a new thing, I saw on Facebook. That's pretty cool. Big can of Coke, and you scrape the paint off it with just pre-sandpaper. The leveling, and then you pull the tab. Leave it full. You pull the tab so it's sticking up, and you stick a straw or a piece of wood through it. Put
To
it
keep
in
you in mind.
a glass container so it's suspended,
That should give
and then
you minus
like
2
mostly
on
fill the glass container up with a
You'll
cleaner or
actually-
something. I forget what it was. One of those cleaners.
You
And then,
have really close
I'd say after about an hour, pull the can out, and all you have left is the bag that's inside the can. It totally eats the can away. And then there's a plastic lining on the inside to keep the metallic taste from transferring to the soda.
when you get into.
And that's why they said when soda sits for a long time, it doesn't taste good because the bag starts to deteriorate, and then the can starts to deteriorate.
Interesting.
But yeah, so it's like a big condom full of soda after the end. Really weird.
What do you drink?
Young,
All right, let's keep on going.
younger.
19.
Life train. Hey. What do we do with the female elves though? Oh, that's perfect.
Terrible.
The view. Hey.
I think I might just hold on to this. It's a little big. Hold on to it. Base plus variable equals 12. Um, got that. So I need gold. What's our gold again, Sean?
3D4 times 10.
God, I actually feel like I'm the rich guy now.
That's what you roll.
Fighters? Oh yeah,
What did
fighters.
you roll?
I start off with 130 gold pieces.
I only got
That's
110.
pretty decent for a fighter. But yeah, no, fighters are generally the rich ones.
You got more shit
You sure you want to go with high armor? Before change.
Higher on the list.
Oh,
Natty?
Does that mess with my dexterity?
No.
Because your strength is high enough that you won't.
Oh, it's double moving. So
How much more expensive?
Well, hide's 15, chain is 75, but you're talking about different levels of protection.
Thank you, sir.
So yes.
Change.
where is that chart on?
So yeah, that puts your armor class down to 1.
But, appreciate that.
Is that 3D4? Tom?
Yeah, that's not.
That's not okay.
Metamorphosis is pretty cool. We can turn into a chair.
Yeah.
I don't know why we want to, but hey.
I need someplace to sit.
Yeah. Start out with Wolf, but still a decent chunk. 90.
I don't see it in the whole.
No. Alright, so now let's go to money and equipment. Studded leather, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
I
So you get the minuses.
I don't know. No, there's no. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what I'm gonna take. I may just take the flesh armor ability
All right, so
I'm definitely taking that.
I'm gonna write down.
and then not have.
Change
To worry
your-
about- I don't know. I
Yep.
don't know what the. I don't know what the cost is.
I should have had still enough for that, right?
How much cost?
And I'm gonna write on here how much you have left.
It's gonna be able to buy a short sword, short bow, and don't need mouths. Wouldn't be walking.
No. Especially once when we get second quarters.
Are you talking mind over body where we don't need to sleep?
Yeah. Mind over body's the one. Here it is.
Unfortunately, you don't have enough to buy a mount, but
I didn't figure I would.
hopefully you will after your first adventure.
Well, that's-
Initial
I
was
had
8,
that much
and then
left over.
4 per round. According to the book.
Thank you, sir.
No, I meant how much
Now,
is
did you get that all put on my new sheet?
or stud leather?
So the leather shouldn't be too much.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. 20.
I can afford that.
Alright, so.
So we have our first preliminary character finished. We'll see. You can look it over and you still have money whenever you get, if you guys decide to do something, then you can go to the general store and buy your food and whatever.
Rations and. Was that basically the basic stuff I need?
And you got your clothes. Obviously, it would be nice to have a spare set of clothes, but
Okay, and
you
what's
got your first set. Your weapons.
I'm out of diapers.
What'd you say? I'm out of diaper.
Diapers.
That's what you said.
He's got 6 kids at home. He's always out of diapers. We start him early in medieval times.
If you're out of diapers, you better get back in them.
I have somebody out in the field.
Pheromone discharge.
yeah. Saw that one.
You took draft weapon.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. It's decent. Pretty decent.
Enhanced strength pretty cool.
Huh?
I said enhanced strength is pretty cool.
How would that work on you?
get it. I'll have to
Take a lower strength and use this for your strength.
just more upkeep though. Later on, I other stuff. So normal clothes, breeches, tunic,
I would suggest the loincloth if you don't have to.
loincloth.
Your hose, your boots.
Oh, I didn't put that hose down.
What's the hose for?
That's so they're like socks.
Oh, okay.
Watering the plants.
Their tunic. Considering you're in the north, you might want to have a cloak or some kind of coat.
I got one of those. Breeches. Where's my box?
How you doing over there, Monasco?
Yeah.
Are you finding what you need?
Yeah.
Where's
Okay. Let me see if you have any questions. You can work.
How is my
What are you looking for, Flag Nickel?
that loincloth? Where's
That's not even on yours, but I can add it
how
on.
much?
You want the diamond studded one or the fur?
Let's see. Equipment.
You're thinking about that too hard.
Cost in gold for a human size.
I'm an ogre, didn't you know?
Simple. 6 silver coins.
Small.
6 silver.
Oh, gnome size? Just in the front? Kid's last day of school tomorrow, so I'll be picking up the little guy from school.
Where's he going?
Parkway.
Parkwood.
Sean. Wow. So I really just need
Just about half hour.
clothes and weapons.
Not a big deal.
That kind of stuff. Like
Traffic
we
can
really
sometimes
need
get bad.
Is that what the absolute?
food until
Right.
we start
Well, I had to go pick my old son up. And I got him.
I think I'm good
He
for
went to
that.
Marquette, but they lived right off of Manchester Road. And he's like, I told her, I got sick and tired of driving Manchester.
Yeah.
And I said, I doubled your child support and just move off this tipping road.
Quite the offer.
She
Right.
wouldn't move. They loved it there.
Now I need my powers. By any chance, do you have a deck I could borrow while I'm here?
Yes.
Because
All I have to do is find it.
You gonna fight it?
we're pretty well rounded. I'm gonna get front line that has still building stuff. I'm gonna be doing a lot of damage with that muscle. He's gonna be weak. We have range. I don't know if you do.
What, full speed?
We have bows, so we should be pretty decent in terms of combat. In terms of,
oh, I'll be taking complete healing for my first one. Takes 30.
I know, right?
Yeah. Guess we'll save that for another day.
Right? I'm like, okay, cool. Everything about me is taken care of,
Yeah.
but it takes 30 freaking things.
Takes 40 for death deal.
Oh wow.
Which one for
A set of cards, sign cards for Chris.
sport? No.
Okay. Let's go to select.
It's only. Oh, it could be anywhere. Who knows?
You're right. No. Yes.
Really?
How much do we start out with? One science, three devotion?
Yeah.
Alright. And I think I don't know what I want with science to be. I need other books.
On cards.
Or, I want the cards, yeah. Because then it's just easy. Otherwise I have to pull up the books. By the way, do you have Will in the Way and Dragon King on PDF? Okay, on PDF.
I do.
Alright, just double check.
No, we have them now too.
Yeah, I found some online today. I was just making sure that you did.
Yeah.
Sure, as soon as they quit looking in the box, will turn up.
Right.
There.
You go look downstairs.
I am somehow missing stuff here. Where are they? Maybe they're here. It's fun because it's living with kids. But it is that's those.
Devotion. Okay, so there are no new science things. Oh yeah, Force Synergy is awesome. So I'm not seeing Dimension Blade on any of them.
It's in one of those books. It's there.
You said, wait, which is it under?
Will and Away, page 81.
Okay, so that's why I'm not seeing it. It's under second word. Alright, so I'll eventually get there.
What have we here? A card and an
For what? Okay, so literally, so you got your stats, you got your race and all that stuff. And you're pretty much done with this.
I don't know where that is.
Non-weapon proficiencies and weapon proficiencies.
But I only get 4.
5 non-weapons. You get two costs for endurance, one for that. That's 6. Don't have 6. Don't have 5. Don't need to know those. You just need to know what it is.
I can get some before charge. I need to find my own deck. I've been searching. Oh, place I gotta search. Place I can look at right now. Also take a look at fancy shops if they know anybody or anything.
What's that little place down the road?
Yeah, the red brick. That's the place I was thinking about. I was gonna go check sometime, probably next week.
Good guys in there.
Yeah, I've a little bit after they first opened, I went in there and sat down, talked to them for about 3 hours. Just looked at everything.
And if you need anything, they'll get it for you or order it for you.
Yeah, like this is the main thing that I'm looking at right now is getting my own deck of these. So they're probably gonna be the ones that find it, if anybody. So they're going to look at it.
Are you saying you want to buy the deck that I have that I haven't ever opened?
Good.
How much you sell it for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up and see how much it costs online,
Well, finding it.
and then give a little bit of a discount. If you want to buy them, or you can just borrow those while you're sitting there and not buy them at all.
It'd be cool to have.
Depends on how bad you want to take them home.
Why don't you start by borrowing them?
I'm gonna start off my borrowing
And
them for
then,
Because you're gonna
then
have
decide.
you're gonna have it on your PDF. So
sure. Yeah. I know.
I always just print it out. I just copied it. I
I see.
copied it down to a sheet and I had like a little book.
Okay, so simplification.
You can find some of my cards from Artie. Where do you want?
Okay, click sentient.
What is it?
So I can find some of Artie's cards for healing stuff. I don't know where they're at. They're not in the deck.
Well, that sucks.
They're somewhere. Decisions, man.
Undefeated hide and seek king. Yes, nice.
Think I still offer them $1 million?
To find a abominable snowman.
Yep.
Yeti. What is it we call it in Missouri?
Bigfoot,
Smokey?
Sasquatch.
Momu or
Oh, yes, Momo.
Momo.
Missouri's monster.
I always hated that word, that name. It's
Monster.
like Sasquatch is so awesome, and then we had to call it Momo. It's like, I'm not from Missouri.
Right.
I want to be with the Sasquatch. There was some kind of rock and roll thing where he was looking for Sasquatch. Was it Vince Neil or one of those hair metal from when we were younger?
Yeah.
He did this whole half hour like weird skit where he's just sitting there talking to Sasquatch around a fire or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It sounds like something David Lee Roth would do.
Yeah. He's still he's got some. I saw him on the Joe Rogan podcast. He has some good stories.
Yeah.
Nice to see him still alive and kicking.
I watched, I don't know if you have Netflix.
I do.
Did you watch The Dirt?
No, I've been told I need to, but I just haven't.
It's good. The stuff
I don't know if I want to go back in time.
Man,
It might make me nostalgic, and I don't need to go back.
I was like totally digging it.
Yeah.
I wish I'd got with wife, and she's like, how many times did you see Motley Crue at concert? And I'm like,
I haven't
said-
seen them. I've seen Vince Neil once,
I've seen Crue
but not Motley Crue.
probably 10 times. And I said, it's just, would that be a concert I'd like? I said, oh, no. No. He was, why? I said, because I think I've seen more hits
Yes.
than Motley Crue concert than I have ever in my life.
Right.
Generate.
It's like these girls are just walking up and
I
down the
don't
aisle.
see anything else that looks good.
And they're not chump change either.
No, they're not.
They're a lot of them's bought and paid for, and they're standing out there like headlights. You're
I
like,
didn't
whoa,
know.
hey Edsel, put on the brakes here for a second.
And she's like, what kind of concert did you go to? I said, I remember.
What's the card
going
say for
to a
what's
Ozzy
the
Osbourne concert.
number of the card?
And you open
For
the
Ross,
box and it's
generate.
Metallica, and I'm going,
Class.
who the fuck is Metallica?
Who did they
Oh,
open
it's
Looking
the
for Ozzy
card
Osbourne.
says
Okay.
maintenance is 6 per
That
turn.
was like in
Initial is
1982.
18.6.
And
18.6 per
Huh?
turn.
I said, yeah, we went to the
Sure,
concert,
man's got to start somewhere.
and we're going, who the fuck is
What
Metallica?
is there
Making
like
money on
a
it.
straight like numbers
Yeah.
ceiling or no?
That's not bad.
We had the same experience. We went to see
It's just one
Megadeth
thing.
Here's the
at
problem.
the American Theater.
You only have 24 to start.
But Stone Temple
Yeah.
Pilots opened up for him. And it was
well,
before they
I'm sure
broke.
you're doing a
So we-
minor-
my buddy
minor
was
damage
like,
to the
"Well,
loss
this
of
is
finger."
that one song
One turn.
they play on Casey all the
So
time.
it's going
Okay.
to cost you
And then we sat there and watched it, and we were just like
24 points.
No, I get
blown
that.
away.
Anything
Holy
beyond that, you
shit.
don't have the power to do anything.
Oh, I mean, seriously, I was like, I can't believe how good that
Nothing
was.
else looks.
I understand.
And then, of course,
Whatever.
now,
Yeah.
all right, there you go. All you had to do was roll around your money and bang your girlfriend, and you couldn't even do that.
Right. That's the same thing with docking.
Or professional sports athletes, they got the world, and oh no, I had to hit someone, and now I'm flipping burgers.
We went to the Judas Priest concert and docking opened up and we went, wow. And then I was in DC. I went to an Anthrax concert and there was some black rap band that was opening for them. I'm going, it was like Rage Hummingbirds or something.
Like a living color.
No, it wasn't really covered. And I'm sitting there going,
Actually,
you doing?
nerve manipulation's not that bad.
75% of DC is black.
But when you're looking at
These people are going nuts. I'm going, all right, yeah, okay.
death,
Bring on Anthrax.
I can't even do that. Can I?
You got to double
And
pay
I
first.
figured all these
Huh?
black people
You have
were
to have
just
double pay
voting on
first.
Anthrax.
Sure.
Prerequisite,
I
right?
don't know.
See,
They
I'm
were
not looking for that one.
way
yet.
into that stuff too. And then of course, probably within the last 15
You got to have
years,
cell
Anthrax on
adjustment
stage,
as
they had
prerequisite.
those
I know.
guys
I
come
was
out
looking at getting cell
and
adjustment.
perform
though.
with them. And I
It
was
would
like,
be nice to
I'm
have.
just saying.
I know. It would be nice to have some self healing versus some extra healing.
What year was that?
Complete healing would be good, but
Is that around 84, 85?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
I mean, I can get
early
it,
to
but it's
mid-80s.
not like I can.
Just
use
save it. It's going to be. Go for the stuff you need more than the healing stuff in the beginning.
it. Well, that's just,
I'll go for that.
I get that.
DC had these-
Don't worry about me. You
They
can't
had-
use it.
well, we'd go to
Go for
Georgetown
something else. That there's lots of stuff to choose from.
2 weekends a month because the college was there. That's where all the college chicks were at.
Well, I'm just looking at the sciences. Because
Because
I know
DC had several
two
small little venues.
of the
Kind of like St. Louis
devotions.
had back in the day, you could go like 3 or 4 different places in conference.
Hey, Kyle, do you use metamorphosis to turn into a
Where would I find it? Let me look at it.
CPH 53? I guess what I'm asking, if you turn into something that can fly, could you fly?
Well, let me see what it says here.
It doesn't say.
What page? 53?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because change into a fish or a rock runner is a user immune to drowning. So I guess my question is, if you turn into something that flies, can you fly if you don't? I mean, Chris could turn into a winged
I'm
man.
going to say yes, based on the fact
Flying
that
fighter.
flying is not a magical or special ability.
Okay, well, that's
It
cool.
is an ability, but it's not.
Yeah. That's no different than a fish can breathe water. Right?
Sure.
That's cool. That's science.
The
Metamorphosis.
metamorphosis.
Yeah, you could be a flying, I don't know what the somebody, a man that flies with.
Well,
Well, it says you're changing yourself into anything, and
Exactly.
exactly polymorphing. So what that means is, if you have something that goes into your
Yeah.
body,
which is the bad part.
You lay the sword down.
Think about it, right? Oh,
I guess.
Double thing. What is double thing? Let's see. Really double thing.
It's something to damage
as long as you have a thumb.
I can remember when I was up there also, That plane crash was in 14th Street Bridge up there.
An angel. You turn into an
And we would
angel.
listen to this
And
radio
you got
station every
wings and-
morning. And this,
Wow.
this jockey up there was more like a shock jock. He was calling up American Airlines and making, trying to make flight arrangements to the 14th Street Bridge. The day after that happened, they fired him.
Was he trying to be funny?
He was trying to be funny.
Oh. Well, some things aren't funny.
You know,
That's funny.
I mean, I don't know if somebody should be fired for that, but I would certainly, it would depend on if anybody cared. Like, if it caused, like, calling fire in a crowded theater. I think that you should be able to say what you want, so long as it doesn't harm anybody else.
Armor.
And I know that's subjective,
And then
but like, I don't think you should be able to say, just because you're offended,
nerve.
then you should be fired.
well, this is like 1982.
But I also think the people that fired him should be able to fire them because they're the ones that own it. So, you know, it's kind of like this abortion ban. In Alabama, there was somebody who was going to make a movie there. Whenever they passed the law, they're like, yeah, we don't want to make a movie there anymore. And I'm like, that's fine. You're allowed to pass your abortion ban, and we are allowed to react to it. Doesn't bother me at all.
You said you talk about that. Charles Barkley, you know who he is?
Sure,
He's a character.
he's a clown, but he's funny usually.
He's funny.
Sometimes a little weird.
Different.
Yes.
They were getting on him because of when you're trying to tear down all the statues down there, and these black people going, well, don't you find it offensive? He goes, I've never found any statue offensive. No statue has ever personally talked to me, said anything to upset me. And he goes, if I didn't like it, guess what? He goes, I changed my mind. I don't know how I get to the game. He goes, so I don't know what all your problem is. He goes, none of these guys did anything to me. None of these guys that are in these statues did anything to you. Because you guys are just trying to take up costs. He goes, we're trying to give you, he goes, I ain't falling for that. He goes, I'm not offended by that. He goes, there's people on the street that I don't talk to just because I choose not to talk to. They're not offended, so I just don't deal with them. But no statue is ever offended. And all the black a lot of black people down there started all their yapping at him about Uncle Tom and this stuff.
Which, hey, you know what? They're allowed to do that.
Yeah, and Charles Barkley, hey.
And he's allowed to be like, I don't care about that topic.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of people that say they care about topics, but only to the point that they want to be involved. Freedom of abortion, stand up and go to Alabama and protest. Do it here in Missouri. They're trying to do the same thing here in Missouri. And that's one of those touchy subjects. And it's kind of like said at Thanksgiving dinner, asking your brother, can I borrow some money? It's the thing.
Yeah, you just gotta stay away from that.
Mhm.
What's your height?
Can't you find something
I
else
was
to
doing
talk
six.
about?
6 flat.
You know, Dave, the dairy guy down in the
5'4".
store? He's like a little short, but he's older. Dairy Dave.
I
He,
probably do.
He'll talk about how he gets in arguments with his brother, and they're both over 60, maybe the other one's even over 70. And I'm like, yeah, but anything else to talk about besides Trump? It's like, you got your whole life. And he's like, well, you know, he did. I'm like, okay.
I just laughed because of Dave. I'll come through there. I see your boys up to stuff again. My sons haven't been down here.
Get an input on it?
He tries to give me with Trump stuff all the time.
That's Dairy Dave.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
Dairy Dave, and then there's Little Dave, who's about her size.
Okay. So yeah, I know.
Well, it's-
Okay. I didn't know you called
He's
him.
very, no, he's very friendly, but he doesn't know when to stop.
And you know who's as bad as he is?
Please tell me the meat guy.
His wife.
No. I met her once, but I don't remember what she looks like.
Couldn't figure out the crime scene.
Flesh armor.
Oh wait, his wife. I'm thinking of your wife. I've met your wife once, maybe twice, but I don't remember what she looks like. No, his wife, well, she doesn't want to talk to me, and I don't know why, but I'm like, hi, and she'll be like,
Well, it's probably because Derry Davis said stuff about you.
yeah, but Dave will talk my ear off. I have to be like, yeah, I'm walking away now.
He does that to everybody.
I have to go back to work.
Yeah, his wife and my wife work together, and I've been said it when they have an event or dinner.
Okay.
We've been paired at a table together.
Sorry.
He just gets going. We'll get in the car. We'll go home.
Please rescue me. She gave me the special.
No, it's usually not.
I figured she would give you a baseball sign. That's the only thing you know you married the right one. Whenever you know she's frisky when she does this. And you're like, that's the steal sign. Your kids are over there, Dad, I know what that means. Stop it.
We used to laugh because Bryce coaching and Bryce was pitching. I with my catcher and him look at me and I'd give him signs. The guy over there was watching. He goes, I can't pick up your signs. He goes, the one beside on the get. He goes, what's that? I said, that's dealer's choice. He goes, huh? I said, that's just dealer's choice. And Wade and Bryce talk to each other before the game on what they're going to do on dealer's choice. And so they both know, whatever you want to throw, you guys throw it past me. He goes, you? And this is when you're like 30, 40. He goes, you want to call their own games? I said, as hard as Bryce does? I said, who's hitting me? We went out to Antonio, and this manager did too. We're walking up there. But you're the coach of the team. I hear you got some hot shot pitcher with this and that and the other thing, and blah, 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 blah. And just wouldn't shut up. We're walking up there and he just won't shut up.
Is he being aggressive or is he being
Just
nosy or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You never met this guy before.
Never met this guy. It's so weird. And he goes,
Please tell me he was fat.
Yeah.
Nice.
and he goes, we want to see this kid. We want to see what everybody's talking about. And he goes, gonna fight you, and we're just gonna beat him to death. That's what I said. You want him? He goes, yeah. I said, you got it. So Bryce is just smiling at me, and we get up there, and I walked up to Cole, which he was going to pitch that night. I said, Cole, I'm going to sit you down tonight and have you move to first base. I said, Bryce is pitching. He goes, okay. So you start the next game. And before we left all the side of the house, we warmed up. I said, you know what to do. And Wade's looking at him and goes, what's going on? I said, warm him up. He goes, I said, Bryce is pitching. I said, they're talking shit and they want to see it. I said,
All right, Kyle, let me jump ready.
special.
Wait, no,
No,
not
okay.
my name.
And Bryce said, I'll show you pictures of him. And he's, you get out there and just
Just be more careful on it. I mean, yeah.
and up all over.
Yeah.
Like you throw an ethos pitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
These kids on the other team were just going,
They couldn't track it.
and they were laughing. They get up there and I looked at Bryce and it's like,
You know, it'll take,
he was back when he was 13 years old. He was throwing 85 miles an hour. When he was 14, he was throwing 90. That first pitch he threw, kids like this, he's just shaking. And all of a sudden, he's going,
two of us out of the weapon pitch, man.
my coach goes,
Two of us out of the weapon.
where'd that come from? I said, you're going to see a lot of that before. 5 innings, he struck out 14 kids. And the other was grounded out. And after the game, I said,
So,
So,
dude, you still got two.
I said, you get the aspirin. You beat that too much.
Weapon proficiencies.
I said,
And
go in your mouth again, and you run again.
That's two. Then you
And
do
I
short
walked
sword.
right past him, and I went over to his parents, and I said,
It's all
I want to
Oh,
apologize. for
yeah,
being over here.
right.
weapon.
So
I said,
one,
my
two,
son
so,
was gonna
yeah,
pitch
well, you got two of
until he opened his
out of
mouth.
here. That's an actual weapon. Oh, here's the
And these ladies are going, he does that all the time. And I said, I wasn't gonna film my son tonight. It wasn't his scheduled night. I said, but since he
Never
opened
mind,
his
you're-
mouth.
Yeah.
I
we
didn't see
got
the
it.
interestor.
And
I think you're fine.
And we beat each other
So
in
basically,
2
here's
weeks.
anybody that's there,
When
you
you
will
go up there
have
again,
both.
you
You can use
start
the same size
talking, if he
weapon.
starts talking shit like he did.
You can
I'm
either
gonna
use
put
two
my son back
smalls
out.
or the same size. But the other thing
He
it
said,
does,
"Well, then we might as well not.
2 up
fight." I
top,
said,
it's a
"Tell him to
0
shut up."
minus 2.
So
Ambidexterity
this
makes it
kid's
0
having
0
fun.
to your penalty to hit, which is why ambidexterity is kind of like last kick.
What a douche. Well, we ran into a lot of them.
So that's why you do.
I got
I think I'm
an
gonna
asshole
go.
at times too, just
Oh, yeah.
because of what,
Names,
They would
names.
I got mine.
I don't know.
and I had to show them exactly, you can win the
Zero.
category.
You're not done yet. Gold.
Did she roll it? I think she rolled it.
Did you do gold?
Yeah, she rolled it.
Oh.
Earlier
Did
on.
you buy everything?
They just write down the basics, so if they got it left.
Yeah, we'll take care of the rest.
Oh, Kyle, what I was
We'll
saying, on my
probably
non-web proficiencies, I might have one left. I wasn't sure if some of those were 2.
Okay.
So I left the
Probably-
short one. You have to let me know if I
Later
still
on,
have one to take.
we'll probably ask you about your. It will probably not. Because honestly, you can.
What you get now?
Leather. You can at
You
least
can,
get high.
you can get better. What you can get chainmail.
I know.
How much money did you roll?
12.
110.
Oh, you get chain, I'm sure.
Probably it'll be iffy, but at least high.
Bringing it.
Oh,
No, he got chain.
He's bringing
How's
it.
everything else?
That's
is
75 gold.
14, they wouldn't have the players versus the coach, my
On
parents.
top of the short bow.
And apparently
And all those other
he said, "Who's pitching?" I said,
Yeah,
"I am."
150 though.
Guys, I'm
It's actually 40 gold.
batter box you in.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's why chainmail said we'll hold on until the cop has everything.
I said, come on, get
You
the
wanna-
batter box.
So
I
we should
promise
be good
not to
then.
hit you.
You already did gold and
These guys
everything?
looked at me and said,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
pretty
get the
good.
batter's box. I said,
Yeah.
hell no.
No, wait on the armor. Wait till he
I
tells you
used to
how
be
much
able
gold
to
you
get-
have.
My
Then
reflexes aren't that fast.
it'll probably wind up being high. Which is a lot. Alright. You want to do the new girl?
He's doing one now.
Destiny?
He's doing one right now. 0.
You're listening to metal, aren't you?
No.
What else is it?
Valerie by Amy Winehouse. I was earlier. I was
Could be
listening to Tool.
You are cool.
What about Ein?
Oh, Vegas.
What?
Ein?
Ein?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, go ahead.
get it.
Yeah, I do know.
I think it'd be neat. Yeah, I am.
Just be Swan. Ain's fine. I don't know the rest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Okay, Hitler, slow down.
21, 22, 23. Shit. Listen, I took 3 years of German.
Healing's costing you 3.
Because
Isn't it a silence this one?
Oh, well, let me check.
I don't think
I don't think it is.
Let me-
12 in Spanish and 10 in Japanese.
It's not.
You know what I know?
Because for a
Sit
priest,
your mama. I'm cussing you.
no, for a priest it says 3 as well.
What?
2 years of French, and then
That's
I
not
said,
right.
please.
That's
not
So-
fight
that is
one
not
more.
right.
So I'm gonna be one over.
Well, I don't know.
Not one extra.
She let me have it. Hey, he's got one extra. Let me have it. Let me have his.
I'm just holding on to it now. I don't know what to do.
If you have to, knock veterinarian healing off. I don't even know where the hell that is in the list. It's just stuff that I had on my other pair. You singing ain't going along with what he's playing. I bet. You come on, one. But it better be cool. I don't know. They don't have to have it today. I don't think. If we played it, we're all like kind of already kind of know each other and coming from the. I mean, should be coming, I guess, from the surrounding woods. At least we're up north, so that's not a
Close.
That's not a stretch. There won't be any third degree questioning going on.
Right?
We're we're these two weird boys from town that, you know, never play with anybody else. And there's always strange things going on around them. Everybody's known that. Ever since they were born, strange things have happened. They always hang together. There's always something. They've been accused of being demon spirits possessing their bodies. Luckily up north, that's not a big deal. So
No,
mom's not hung for that or anything.
no big deal.
But there's definitely a rumor about us. Everybody's heard something different.
You always made fun of me because I wasn't the smartest until we got older, and that was the biggest in the past. Then they stopped me. Apparently somebody's bigger though.
Everything else looking okay there, Cup?
We're gonna find out here in a second.
I just took a shot in the dark on the equipment cost. I figured it'd be close. Should have a little left over if I can remember correctly. If I do, give me a tinderbox and torch. Couple torches. I need a piece of chop. Who's got rope? You got rope?
No.
I'll pick some up. I was tempted to do ropies the last one.
Rope what?
Ropies.
No, you've got future slots. Right.
Pretty.
Yeah, for not looking.
Yeah.
See a problem?
Well, I need to see
How much these non-weapon But telling me you have too many is not necessarily correct.
So, we're gonna find out.
I can tell you the stuff out of the sciences is only one each.
Yeah, the only ones that are not is harness.
Rejuvenation was one, reading and writing was one.
Yeah, religion.
Those two I can tell you.
Yeah.
Gym cutting is the only one that's more than one. Yeah,
Two.
the sciences.
Gym cutting is 2. Harness of conscious is also 2. Yeah. Harness of conscious is 2. They're the only ones that are.
Yep, you're right. That takes 2 days.
I know,
And it gives you 20% more. It's like, that's a waste.
right? Then you can use up and not get back.
Yeah, it's just,
I just don't like it.
yeah, I mean, I can't even think of using it even at a higher level.
Yeah. I mean, meditative focus, I can see. I can see that.
Oh, okay. It does cost 2 for healing, which means it would cost you 3, so that's correct. Herbalism costs 2, which means it would cost
Why
you
is it
3.
cost a cleric 3?
No,
I was
priest
thinking
2,
Oh, well,
science is 3,
okay.
because it's not in your crossover group.
Okay.
So you will have to,
Take off veterinary healing. I don't remember what else I wrote down.
okay, so you got,
I need diagnostics. Or diagnosis. Sorry.
okay, that costs 2.
Be what? 7?
Healing costs 3. Herbalism costs 3.
Hold on. Healing 3. Die 2.
Herbalism is 3. And then the reading and rejuvenation.
3,
will
6, so
1.
that's 8. I only get 7, right?
You start off with 3, wasn't it?
Plus 4, so that's 7.
Okay.
So no herbalism right now.
That should make that good.
Makes you good.
No, that.
Yes.
All right, I got healing for 3 and
Correct.
diagnosis for 2.
Correct.
That's 5.
Correct.
What else you got?
Reading and writing,
That's
Northern
1.
Tongue, 1.
And then
Rejuvenation.
1. Okay, I'm good done for that.
All right. And that's correct. Okay. And
I never everything down in sets. So I was my total.
Okay. Okay. So
Pepsi is coming out with Pepsi Mango.
All kinds of weird shit.
we're getting there.
Now it's just weather fix.
Do you want a loincloth or do you want to just be free balling?
Loincloth.
You want the low boots or the calf boots?
Oh. What's in that sneakers?
Right?
Yeah, let's go find.
Got you.
I have to find the rubber tree somewhere.
All right, sounds good. And he can do it. He can find specific trees.
I have no idea.
Search for rubber tree. Found one. Oh, this is neat.
9,000 leagues from here.
Right?
Yeah. Figures. It's more magic up north anyway.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why there is more magic, because we're up north. Huh?
That's definitely.
Yeah.
I can't read your lips.
I
What?
know. I'm just thinking about the stuff I can take.
Oh.
I mean, I know we're up north. I just take another language.
Hey.
You guys see your novel for proficiencies real quick? Hers. Where is it at? Let's see it.
What?
She speaks using her native tongue. She's other. She's probably whatever, the A1. She does not have enough to take.
No. That's the common tongue. You automatically give her
You
a
automatically know your
Yeah.
your tongue, and so if you're elf, you know, and Morocco.
And Morocco.
And northern.
No.
No. Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm glad you said something, because, oh boy.
Oh. Got an inch.
I'm happy she's doing this.
Can't teach you
I
how
told
to.
you why.
She can't. You take over?
No, she can teach me.
Not if she don't speak northern. Durr.
That's why I'm thinking.
That's what I'm just saying. It's a
No.
problem. She can't teach you shit unless you both speak one of the languages.
I'm doing it. Morocco.
That's why I just said, like, uh-oh.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I said, uh-oh.
I'm like taking the hook to me. I don't know. What's for dinner?
I would actually
I
really
went to the
like.
barbecue, left this big.
I'd actually really like you on the sign. I think it's cool.
You can watch TV, you can learn all, they do it all the time. And you
You
got one
don't
little
have to
person in
learn
the box and the person talking.
You get one of those jobs for the government where you stand up there next to the governor and just do this stuff
Right?
and not even know what you're doing.
Alright. Getting somewhere
About
here.
25-inch sign monitors from the government, from the Eagleton building downtown, never used. 1998, they bought them, they're sitting in the box in the basement. $10 for all of them.
Really?
I pick them up Tuesday. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Sure, they're worth something.
How much power on the
Still
other?
in the box, 25 of them.
Holy shit.
They were originally, they were gonna put them in, they were around it or something. I don't know what the story is. They've been sitting in the basement and they never got used. I got a bunch of shit apparently, so I'm supposed to look at a bunch of other stuff and give her a price. Yeah, tons of shoes on it, trying to get rid of them all the way she was doing it through GSA auctions. And so, I don't know,
How big
See what
are
I'm
these
saying?
things?
25-inch. They're like an LCD monitor, you know, that you put on the wall. So they connect like a computer monitor would. They're just LCD and they mount on the wall or wherever. You can mount however.
Right.
They're meant to be like a sign for the wall that has stuff on it. On the warranty.
You bought all of them for $10?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a deal.
Somebody bought a down at Cape. Somebody bought a metal detector for $10.
Really?
The kind you walk through.
Oh, shit.
Nobody wanted it. Never been.
I like going open my front
get it.
door.
Yeah,
I would, so would I. I think that'd be great. Oh, what's this?
I'm just wondering, what kind of what's it going to be putting out, you know, and how much power is that going to take?
Right. Just shove some popcorn.
I'm practicing for my next job with the TSA.
You know, your house. It's a little queue line and it's guys in uniforms. In the back, you got your back wall's painted like picture windows looking out at an airport.
Right.
You got a little tape rolling that's flight 17, get free, leaving in morning.
No, the one you really need to practice for. We're sorry, we have another delay.
Yeah.
Flight whatever is delayed. Flight whatever is still delayed.
I don't do that shit anymore. You just put it on board. Delay, cancel, delay, cancel, delay, cancel.
Right.
There's someone went to California.
What's that noise, Scott? You hear that? It's like,
Yeah, I know it's the.
The dryer.
oh, that was,
Oh.
I wore flip-flops last time I went there.
Bad idea.
Well, they get up there and they tell you gotta take your shoes off. And I look down, I got flip-flops on, and they're really, really loose. And I'm wearing a baseball cap
Alright, who's next?
that's
One of
vented
you
like
two.
this
I can go.
all the way around,
oh, let the new girl go, because she might have something she's got to work on. We can help her while you're doing this.
but it's vented all the way around. I was wearing a ball cap. And this
No,
guy
just
comes
the
up,
just the one sheet.
I should write everything on it.
Oh, is there other one that, like the stuff you bought?
Really?
Oh,
You
okay.
can't
All right.
see
Very good.
I did the
Oh.
same thing.
Very good.
Right, you
I have a
can't
knife
see up
in
there.
the room.
And I went. And my wife was just going, poking the bear. And I said, I'm following all the rules.
Beer was wearing a sign that said, "Oh,
So, she goes, you didn't have to take the flip-flops off? And I said, nope. She goes, I'm wearing my sandals on the way back. She's got these little flat sandals that's got strap that comes up through the toes. And
Sinuses, what do we roll D8?
I think it's a D6, but look in the
I don't remember.
look in the thing. I'll take a look at it.
I don't know. I was higher than D6, so I could be wrong.
Okay, here we go.
all good.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, piece
Where? Right at the
in
beginning.
the book. Yeah, it's towards the end.
Was it before table 2?
I don't remember.
Oh, found it. Yeah. It does.
On the same table with the advancement, bubble advancement. We start with 35 hit points.
What does your constitution give you bonus? None.
I don't have high enough
You
constitution.
had high rolls.
I have 2 high rolls and 4 low rolls.
2 highs went to Dex and Strength. Nice. That take you DPS from mine.
2 good rolls and 2 kind of medium rolls, and then 2 low rolls. And I didn't want to take the chance of throwing that all the way and losing a 17 and 18.
What flavor is that?
Huh?
What flavor is that?
There's 7 up in there, there's still orange, and that's
Your head diet, caffeine free, something up. It's just like sewer water.
If you want to have fun, you need one of these. You know what you do, don't tell Sabrina that you're playing with cats.
Yeah. She gets jealous.
She can suck my lady dick.
Well, what's funny is I made the joke because I was playing my druid at the time.
I like to play with cops.
There it is. Yeah, she'll fit in this one.
Works for me. I just have you when it shows it.
Your sheet will need a little more work because of some of the choices you made. So I'll get you this one, but it's not going to look like the final print of it. Just so you're aware.
What you need to work on?
The under core rules, it doesn't allow ambidexterity or 2-weapon style. Trying to put all this in under core rules, that way I have it. because
Doesn't
there's-
allow them core rules.
It does not.
Is that like an optional thing?
That's why it says player's option, combat and tactics.
So how do you put it in there now?
There's another way to put it in there that it has core rules, or you can enter things under the player's option.
So what you're saying is you're gonna go back, you're gonna adjust it and give it back to her. Is that something she needs to work on?
No.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I thought it was something she needed to work on, we're gonna help her.
that. So.
You know what you guys can do, if you want, while you're passing the time, is you can be having a discussion while you're waiting in line for a roasted turkey at a fair. And then you have the turkey legs, and you end up sitting down at the same table, and now you all are all looking at each other. If you want to express your backgrounds or whatever you're thinking about doing, now would be a good time. Just a little kick in the
What
ass.
kind of fair?
Oh, with like the
County fair.
maypole and rock tossing and things like that.
Spear chucking,
Horse riding and
spear chucking.
barrel,
Entertainment.
yeah. Like a Renaissance fair, only actual fair. With real jousting. That kind of thing. And wrestling.
Humans only at the stable.
Choke that up, your human ass.
You don't know what I said. Ta-da!
I guess everybody likes turkey legs.
What they're handing out.
That a two for a friend? It's a different name up here. I don't know what it is. To the elf.
And ignore them. Tell the weird ones.
What brings you guys here?
We live just outside town.
Rock throwing.
I just like to watch.
Can you give a brief description of yourself to everybody?
So I am a human, around 6 feet, probably a little bit shy. Decent weight, not overweight, not underweight, kind of somewhere in between. Decent, not necessarily bulging out of my shirt, but you can see some muscle. Hair is very, very dark. I mean, almost pitch black in color. And my eyes are brown. Brown. Keep going. Appear to be a little bit on the younger side.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing just your everyday breeches, tunic, normal walk around
You look
clothes.
like a peasant?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
I'll go next since I'm sitting next to him. I look a lot like him, except I'm much, much more handsome. I have about as blonde hair can get, and blue eyes. Our clothing, about the same, like peasant clothing. Same height-ish. You know, we look, our facial features are almost identical. Our build's not so much. He's definitely more built than I am.
Well, I'm pretty much built like him. Things bulging. About 6 foot, not overweight, built good, brown hair, blue eyes. I'm wearing commoner clothes. young still.
You are female. In Morocco. Oh, my lady elf. What brings you to this
I
man?
give this.
Just wandering.
Well, it is a lovely town.
All I can do from this point.
I will say you notice that one has some dirt on her left cheek. Dirt. That's obvious.
No, for you.
Well,
Maybe she's gonna kick off her horse.
quite short, about 4'8". Yeah. Got silver hair, red eyes.
She have red eyes?
No plan.
You definitely stand out.
She's saying how to dwarf. She was like 6'6".
What are you wearing right now?
Just calm down. It's from wandering. It's been in the woods.
She said it's from wandering. It's from being in the woods a lot.
Okay, I understand that, but I just figured she's a cute girl. I just figured, get that off the face.
He compliments her looks.
Hi, I'm Zero.
Garrett,
Garrett?
nice to meet you. Garrett,
Garrett.
yes,
Hello, Garrett. I'm Ein.
nice to meet you. And what do we call her?
My name is Ein.
Oh,
Olmir.
Garrett,
He's Garrett.
Zero.
zero in here.
Zero.
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 Okay, zero. Okay, zero. Zero. Okay. Okay, you eat more fish? Yes. No, buffet closed. You eat too much. You go home now. Buffet. No buffet. No open.
so she's just wandering the north?
Just exploring from what she told me.
Isn't that all elves do? I don't know.
Sure, they do something. Can't always be in those.
I heard they don't have a homeland. All wanderers, like gypsies.
So,
I can see
That's what I
that.
heard.
You have a homeland, or are you a gypsy?
I did have a homeland.
Did.
I did. But I wandered off on my own. Didn't agree with the rules.
I like the language.
That
Though.
they
It sounds
have.
kind of cool.
I'd like
So,
to learn that.
so off on my own.
Wonder how hard it is to learn.
I don't know. It's kind of musical.
Yeah, kind of.
She left her homeland and wandered on her own, just exploring.
See, I was right.
Gypsies.
Yeah. Gypsies. Do you want me to hold on to these?
Yeah.
Physical, stats, everything else.
Okay.
If there's anything I'm missing, let me know. And then when we get to this part, I'll let you know.
She was staying somewhere close, or
Yeah, we live just outside.
I would like all of you to make perception checks, please.
So on 30.
Yep.
plus my level.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah. I need to
wait, we're zero. Grab it.
Mine says 1.
Mine's just zero. Hey,
I
we level 1 or 0. You got 0 on mine. His level.
16.
Do you want the tiny 30 or the big 30?
It's tiny. Give her the tiny one. That's my son. You don't want that one.
Okay.
And it's red. I know. And it matches my eyes.
Go ahead. So you're gonna roll.
Okay. For a perception, you're trying to roll a 31 or higher using what you rolled plus your level. You're a level 1.
So it's going to be difficult, but as you gain experience, you'll start to notice more bullshit. All right.
Oh, 0. I ain't even on level yet. It's 0. It's up.
You are impartial.
I couldn't win that one. I can only roll 30 maximum.
30 is automatic succeed.
I did that one time.
Not like anybody can fail it anyways, but 30
One
is
time.
automatic success.
Is there,
Actually, I suppose it's
is there a lot of people sitting around?
Yes, you happen to be in a place where there's a lot of cooking going on. So this is like the eating area. So there's a lot of tables set up, and half of the tables have shade and the other half don't. And all the ones with shade are full. So you guys are kind of getting beat on by the sun, but the smell of roasted meats and vegetables as people walk by. There's lots of sound, kids running around with streamers. Off in the distance, you can see archery contest, dagger throwing contest, strongman competition. What's the thing when you're bobbing for apples?
Yeah.
That. There's
I was just bobbing for a
there's on both on the two different sides of this big field, which is about 200 yards across, probably another 100 yards wide. There's a stage on each side, and they give, satirical plays of current events. So if you've watched The Tudors or Game of Thrones, you've seen a lot of that in there. So you know what's going
I
on.
had a quiver and arrows.
For you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might want some of those.
So, right where you are, it's very peaceful and pleasant, and there's some people playing music off to the side. And they seem to be entertaining and worth your while. And somehow you all three jugheads ended up at the table with this elf girl, which is not necessarily the most unusual thing you've ever seen, but an elf out of the woods is considered to be, depending on how you were raised, either good luck or bad luck. And now you're sitting at the table with one. So yeah, so you're like, oh boy,
Redhead, albino.
this could be.
I'm,
Silver.
Oh wait,
is there a medieval lottery? I want to play.
You gonna partake in any of the festivities?
until you can come up with a better miniature.
Oh yeah, miniatures.
That's the only weird one that's up here. So.
If you guys don't want to get your own miniatures, I'm sure we can find one from the library.
I lost mine. I painted my own and everything, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't have
know.
one
Years
here.
ago.
I don't even think you would work
Pretty much, there's something went on. Nope. Nope, never mind. Or no. Okay, good, done.
Check out this guy. Now, just so you psionists are aware, in your description of your class, it says you're not supposed to be chaotic, so that still applies.
I know.
Yeah, you get that. I get that. 'Cause I'm the one that likes kids.
See?
I don't know.
have fun. Gentleman with the shield. Or spear.
Okay. I want the spear and shield.
Huh?
I'm on the spear and
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I thought it was physical descriptors. It's kind of a little off. Right.
And then, while we look for miniatures, I would like all of you to roll charisma checks, please. That is a D20. Add your charisma. Tell me your final score.
22.
That is a success. Just barely.
We like successes.
Fucking kidding. And obviously, if you roll a natural 20 or a natural 1, I need to know that as well. Natural 1?
Yeah.
All
Are we
right.
doing on 20?
You roll a natural 1? A 2. Okay. Plus what? Your charisma's on your left. That's where your attribute scores are. So your total is 14. Okay, that's a fail. That is a success. Okay. So with the critical fail,
Sounds about right.
two gentlemen, probably in their late teens, each holding a bow and a quiver of arrows, walks by, looks at you, Ian. Is that the way you're pronouncing your name?
Ein.
Ein? Like nine, but Ein?
Ein.
Okay.
Ein.
And say, God damn, look at that bitch! Which you don't understand. But when they saw you, they yelled something. And the look of surprise on their face, you can gather without any roll needed. And then the one looks at you and is like, you fucking dumb! Hanging out with her? God damn, look at her! And then the one smacks you in the back of the head.
Punch him. Fuck that guy. Fuck it. People die at the fair. This guy's about to die at the fucking fair.
Shouldn't have rolled a 1. Hold on. I haven't said to do anything
But
yet.
I rolled a 20!
Yeah, well, you can't roll before I say roll.
I rolled a 20!
Here's the table that you guys are at.
Fuck that guy. What's going about fisticuffs?
Did you find one for you yet?
No.
Okay, so for the time being,
Just
Didn't
use
you
that
fight
one for now. Or, I don't know. One.
oh, you got a sword? What do you have?
I have a sword and a short bow.
Okay,
So I'll just say it for now.
that'll work. Okay, and then these two
So if I want
Lunkin Mumfords, let me walk by here,
this.
and they walked up and they're like, holy crap, and then that guy goes, so, you're gonna wheel around and try to smack him.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Wow.
He's surprised.
Is anyone else gonna try
I'm
anything?
standing up.
You gonna move?
Uh-huh.
You? Anything?
I stand up.
You thought you already were.
All right. So
Oh, man. Whose ass you gonna kick? His or theirs?
I would like you to roll. Or no, you're the girl here, so you're the roller. Get a D10. Get the dice out of there,
Alright, I'm gonna pull out some dice for her.
because I want to see if
I'm just
your
pulling out
side is
some dice for
surprised
you.
as well.
You'll want one of those. Where's the D10?
I'm not
There's the
surprised.
It
D10.
might be.
You can hold that one.
Bullshit's going on, my brother. I don't know.
Where
Oh,
was
it's
the
a
30?
matter of time.
You have a 30 on you?
We got that red 30.
Okay. Just that can go there. Right now, so if I find a better one.
Come on, just pour some out, fucker.
I am.
Or let me have it. I'll do it. You take the 2.
Bro,
Roll a D10.
she did.
Did you? What'd you get? 7. Okay. So your side is not surprised. So there will be good actions. This guy, however, is surprised. So you rolled a hit. But do you stand up?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be a miss.
You sure?
Yeah, the guy's coming back.
Yeah, the THAC of 20.
Okay. You sure that goes 20? Should be better than that. If that goes,
Well, my base stack is not 20.
yeah.
I know.
Oh, well, you still have a +1, right? To hit? Or is it
It
+2?
should be, I think it's +2.
All right, so
Either
you're
case,
18. Subtract what you rolled.
armor, I know, armor class 14. I don't think that's gonna
Yeah.
hit. I rolled a 4.
Even with his somewhat inebriated state, you still miss. So, that happened. Now we go to action. Or no, so you guys all got up.
I know.
Except you, you're sitting there, you get up, you turn around, and swung at that guy, and he's like, whoa! And then, the other one's like grabbing him, whoa, take it easy! And he uses his action to interpose and hold him back from him. So now he's in between. So the one looks, and he's like,
This is a D2, you want to keep it, D8, D4.
one of them looks at you,
I'm just saying for right now.
and he turns and he says, well, witch, I see you have a bow. You want to try your luck? But you don't understand.
And I look at her and I say, he just called you the witch and said that, basically asked, would you like to try bow to bow? Would you like to try and outshoot him in a
Now I want you to roll a charisma check. Again. D20, and add your charisma. What's your total? 16, okay. So he's staring at you. And he heard and saw Aang go, "Pala-sa-pala-la-pala."
I'm gonna slam my hand on the table. 5 gold says she beat you.
Roll a charisma check.
21.
He's like, all right, I'll take that bet. And then he looks over and he's like, he's an asshole. The other guy's like, what? Nothing.
I really, my guy just bet 5 gold on you to win.
Did he just go, ah,
He's a little slow. He's a little slow,
I
sir.
stare at him, take
Okay.
out my
Don't pick on my retarded
point it
brother.
on his face.
you knock an arrow?
I draw back and point it
I
at his
speak
face.
many languages.
Okay.
I'm guessing the one that's the more aggressive one or the one that's holding the other one back?
The aggressive.
Okay. So when you go to that, the guy's like, whoa, whoa, and he lets go and he says, well, don't point that at people, you idiot. And he tries to put his hand on your arrow and push it down.
You're not going to shoot at each other. You're going to shoot at targets.
You let him push your arrow down? Okay.
Now that I understand.
I'm gonna go over there.
I had a relay. She didn't.
Put one hand on one shoulder, pad on the
Okay,
other
well
shoulder.
then the one that's
I'm
not
short.
the aggressive one, he's like, stick close then, because
Someone's end up dying.
yes.
I'm well aware.
So they start walking. This one's like, look at me.
I'll be back in a moment.
They go walking off, and the one's like,
All right, 0.
and they walk over to the field with the targets. You go. You go. Does anyone not go? Okay, hearing that, everyone goes over there.
Watch my turkey leg.
Okay.
You can carry it with you if you want. It's a turkey.
Okay, yeah. Save my seat.
And it's pretty tasty. But you can throw it away if you want. There's plenty of dogs around here who won't eat it. All right, so they have a wide area laid out with targets set out at every 50 yards. And on your sheet, you're going to notice that there's a range next to your arrows on the sheet. What are the 3 numbers there? Down here, should be 3 numbers. So like the first one is up to that, you have no minus. Up to that, you have a -2. And then up to that, you have a -5, and then you can't shoot any further than that. Now, if you were an expert marksman or you took specialization in that weapon, you would have an extreme range, but you've already specialized in the sword. Okay. So, each one of those, if you multiply it by 3, that's how many squares away you can shoot. 50 yards is considered
So never Walmart.
150.
Speaking of which, Chris, you work in the meat department of Walmart, right?
What you need?
I need
150 divided by 5 equals so 30. So the first one is
you have the hot and spicy.
30 squares away. So what is this first number?
No.
10.
So times 3
We get what's
is 30. So the first one's right at the end of your short range, so there's no penalty. So you can see as you're approaching, you see other people up there
really.
shooting, and so you, okay, you practice plenty of times back in your where you're from. So all right, so these guys set up. And then the one that shook your hand looks at you and he's like, so you said you had 5 on her? So he says, I'll put 5 in for myself. Says, so he looks at you, because you've been real quiet this whole time, and he's like, can you hold this? So he puts 5 golden coins.
I'll put 5 gold.
Then he's like, either one of you guys want to get on this bet?
I'm a translator.
All right. So he says, all right, ladies first. Take 3 shots. You're
I already
gonna
laid.
D20. You're gonna roll as high as possible. Natural 20 is a bullseye, but you gotta hit the target. The target is an armor class of 8. So when you roll, look on the number next to your weapon. Should be like in here somewhere. It's gonna say THACO. And what's the number? Is it like 18 for you? All right. So whatever you roll, subtract that from that number, and that's what armor class you hit. So when you roll, you say, all right, I hit an armor class of whatever. So your first arrow shot, you say, "Wing," take a good look. The sky's clear, not a lot of air. So take your THACO minus your die roll. You hit. Ooh, okay, perfect. So you say wham, right, almost dead center, just off. And the guy's like, holy crap. Take your second shot.
The 12.
All right, that one you missed completely. It goes and just misses off to the side. You can see behind there's a wall of hay bales set up. And take your third shot. On the pass of 2. All right. That is a hit. So 2 out of 3. And you see the one guy, he's like, that was a lucky shot from the witch. The other guy looks at you and he's like, you're not. And then the middle guy here, the one that was aggressive, he's going to try his. So, a miss. Nah. Second shot. A natural 1. Uh-oh. This gonna be bad. Yep. All right. So that shot, he goes and goes flying off to the side, and over here you hear, ah! Sorry. See some lady walking by holding her leg. Oh, you know. And then
So is that a minus? Is that a deduction for you?
there's a shut up. He takes the next shot and misses horribly again. The kid goes this far. He's like, ah, it's fucking blow. One guy's like, move aside, my turn.
That lady got an arrow in there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Roll the
help.
natural one.
I'm gonna go help.
So you leave the area and you go back.
Yeah.
Okay. La, 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 la.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so the last guy. And he looks up and he says, Angus,
Volmir.
Volmir. He reaches out like that. Put your hand out like that. He grabs it. You let him.
A little hesitant.
Okay. And he just turns it over and he kisses you again. You let him.
Sure.
Okay. And then he goes back to shooting.
Dude, you got human.
And his first shot hits the target, but not nearly as good as your two that hit. Line up again. A little better. Almost in the exact same spot. Well, I think I need to hit that bullseye. And it hits the same place again. Says, well, I hit it 3 times. You only hit it twice. But your bullseye is worth more. So you won.
You won.
Oh.
He'll
Well,
He'll be back in a
I
minute.
guess you can do whatever you want with it if you trust the guy that ran off. Although that's
I
weird.
trust him.
Why would he run off so fast if he got the gold?
Went to help somebody.
Your partner shot somebody in the leg.
Meanwhile, when you turn around, the other guy, he's at a tree pissing.
Should go.
That's fine. He
Take care of
leaves.
that.
Meanwhile, you make your way over to the lady that's got the arrow in her leg.
Can I help you?
I don't know, can you?
Please, here. It's on the ground. Let me look at that one.
Make a charisma check. With advantage.
0.9 and 0.1.
Okay. She sits down and she's like, yeah.
I guess I'll do. I'll do my healing check first.
Look the other way.
All right. Well, high or low? I forget. On the check.
High.
Oh, I rolled 20 then. Can't get better than that.
Natural 20. Okay. Yes. All right. You can tell that the arrow has not hit anything. No major artery in her leg, but it stick pretty deep.
I'm gonna remove it. However, the proper way to do that is break off the one end, push it through.
So you go and you set down your backpack and dig out your healing kit.
Yeah.
And you pair the edges. You get your little saw, and then you saw off one end, and then you get the stick with the T on the end of it, and it's not that kind of arrow where you have to push it through. It doesn't have a barb. You can just grab the end and pull it. And when you do, it bleeds, but not like an awful, horrible amount. So she's like, oh. We need to get her to the barber. Thank you for pulling the arrow out, my lord.
I am a barber. Let me take care of it. Well, I obviously find the move. Did you get anything back from my healing check?
No, unfortunately not.
Good roll on that.
Too long?
It was after one round.
Oh, she got shot and I ran over her. I thought it was sufficient.
Okay, you can tell on a person like this that this wound is if left untreated, could probably turn into a more serious thing.
Yeah, but I'm treating it.
I'm just giving
Yeah.
you more information on your,
Oh,
on
okay.
your check.
I'll do a diagnostic on it real quick. Or diagnosis. Okay. Remember what that does, Scott?
Yeah. So you know that if that arrow would have went into her midsection, she probably would have died. And then you bind the wounds, and then are you finished?
I'm gonna lend her a couple points of healing.
Okay.
I guess lend help.
And how does that
I'm
how
gonna
does
pull
that
it up.
how does that look to the onlookers? Are you guys waiting up there, just standing around,
No, I'm going to get him.
going to get them?
Yeah,
Bowman.
going where he went.
Okay. So as you guys walk up
We're
there,
gonna go collect your money.
you
my
can
brother.
see
My
Zero
money.
tending to this injured person. He has bound the wounded leg, and he is now preparing to do something which he will describe to you. So,
So
what,
I'm
what
holding.
do these non-knowing individuals
How'd you know what I
see
said?
when
How did you know
you
what I said?
start to do something?
You said me.
Well, I've already bound it with
Yes.
cloth
Heard.
for my healing kit. So I put a hand all the way around the wound, on both hands around the wound, and it seems like I'm just kind of squeezing it a little bit, just kind of holding it. Nothing else is happening that anybody can see. And I don't know if 2 points would be enough to close the wound.
I guess I need to roll that, huh?
I don't know.
Let's
You're gonna
see.
need to just make a determination somehow.
Okay, so you lend.
Maybe I should have known how many points. I know per se from the diagnosis would have told me how bad she was.
She's pretty bad.
But I mean, like point wise, so I don't know how much. I mean, I know it's a metagame thing, but I kind of it's a mechanic.
Okay, you tell me how much you want the wound to disappear, and then I will tell you how many points. You
Is her need beyond my help?
No.
Well, I don't know. That's why I think 2 points is sufficient. I hope. Do I have the feeling the equivalent of 2 points of my health would be enough to do?
As you're
That's all I really want to give her.
as you've put your hand over the wound and started to have your life force flow out of yourself and into the wound, as you look down, it starts to close, and after you feel yourself having given 2 points, the wound is about halfway closed.
I'll give her 1 more point.
Okay. And it's as you pull your hand away, you notice that the wound is closed. There is a small indentation and some redness on the skin, indicating that almost complete healing has taken place.
She should rest for the next couple days. Change the bandaging tomorrow, then she should be okay.
Thank you, Lord. Oh my goodness. Here, roll a level check.
30?
Yep.
Almost 30.
Never know. You might roll a 30. It's happened before. Okay. So you are they hold out their hands and they offer some coins.
They offer-
It is 5 copper coins.
Thank you. This will
And-
buy supplies for the
and-
next.
This appears to be about the level of coin that they could offer. They do not appear to be wearing fancy clothes.
I accept it gracefully and
What was your name, good sir?
0. It was my level.
0. Thank you, 0. May the gods bless you.
Something like that. I get up and go back. Or did these? I guess these all people came over during.
They
During
were
their event
they
while I was
approached
over.
right as you were mid-lending health.
Who won?
I did.
You did. Oh.
She won the badge. She won the, you know.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna take 3 gold pieces.
That's for you for shooting so well.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna. That's cute.
All right. So that happened. So, as you guys stand around and look at each other, you have the rest of the fair to enjoy, or you can go your separate ways, or do whatever it is you want to do.
You know, I'm gonna say, should she go retrieve her arrows?
That'd be the rules of the fair, yes. So probably.
And walk over there.
Following.
Go grab your arrows.
All right, roll 3 d20s. Tell me if you get a 7 or higher on each roll. There's 1,
Oh,
2. That's 3. All right, you get all 3 of your arrows. How about that?
Good thing you did to that lady.
Well, somebody had to do something. That drunk guy shooting wild arrows into the crowd. We should take his bow away before he hurt somebody else. She could have died from that.
You're
The
very
right
well
spot
done.
would have killed her.
She would have died from that. Had I not been there, she'd have bled out.
Now you want to go check the rest of the fair out, or go sit down at the table?
But yeah, I'm feeling a little weak. I could use a drink and sit down somewhere.
Okay. So you find a shady spot. There's someone drives by with a wagon selling small beers for 5 coppers apiece. As long as you have your own cup.
Or the only way around cup?
I don't have a cup.
Cup.
And as luck would have it, he can sell you a wooden cup for a silver coin apiece.
I'll give him a silver. Oh, silver?
Silver coin for
I'll
a
give him a
wooden
silver.
cup. Okay.
So I'll buy the cup and the beers. As
Thank
a
you.
thank you for what you did. That's
Sure,
a great
thank you.
deed.
So you buy 4 cups.
Mhm.
Okay, that's 4 silver coins. And then 5 copper coins to fill that cup.
That's 2 more silver total.
Correct.
So there's 6 silver.
Correct. And the
This
small
is
beer.
local ale. You know what that is?
I don't know what you're saying to her. What are you saying to her?
Tell them what it is.
Oh, Good thing you spent last number at Elk Camp.
You know, they are far and wide, but I still see them every once in a while.
Yeah, every now and then you see one if we're in town.
I know. Fine. Plus, it's nice. Broaden the horizons, so to say.
You know, you guys.
Hey, Cobb, is
do a
she
lot of
pretty?
similar things. Is
Here's
the
part of
white
what
skinned, red eyed, silver haired elf pretty?
Here's kind of what I look like.
I guess if she's got a picture, then there you go.
She's a little better looking
In the picture.
than most.
This is a starter.
Whoa, she has no eyes.
A starter.
Okay, so put it this way. An 8 is considered an average on correct top.
Huh?
8 is considered average in attribute scores.
No.
10 would be average.
8, you start losing. I thought with 8 you start losing.
Then you would go 10 or 11.
Yeah, 8 you start losing. You get negative some years.
Yeah. Somewhere in the book it says what is average person.
She's an elf though, so it's different too.
Put it this way. So 10 is about an average looking person for
Above average,
charisma.
she's an elf.
So you're gonna take into effect what your score is, and then it's kind of
She's
open
an
because
above average looking elf to another elf.
yeah, and to a human,
But she's, I don't know. This is up to.
I don't.
everybody.
That kind of depends on up to us, but more often than not,
We're good.
elven features are considered to be more defined.
Well, it's not just features. It also is based on like how she talks, how she acts, what she does. So with us, it doesn't help because we don't know what she's saying.
You just want to have cards.
So for us, it's just what she looks like. So far.
The charisma isn't just looks.
That's what I just
Yeah.
said. I said, but for the two of us, since we can't communicate with her, or know anything she's saying,
Pretty much
it's
just
kind of
looks.
moot point at this point. Yeah. So far. So why is she up here? Any particular reason? She come for this thing?
You up here for any reason or just travel? Stop by. Thought there's a fair going on. Stop by.
You have a place to stay?
You got a place to stay, or you gonna keep moving?
Not at the moment. No, I'm looking for a place actually.
You want to stay here for a little while?
I heard they stay in trees. They like hug trees at night and they hang upside down.
Is there a cheap one?
Hey, is that true? Do they hang in trees at night in the forest?
What's that? Do you want to offer her a place?
Sure, that's fine. We
Cabin,
got room.
Or offer her
Yeah, we got room. Just won't tell them how.
if you are okay with it, we can offer. My brother and I can offer you a room.
Very nice. Very nice.
What'd she say? Oh, okay, cool.
That's very nice.
What are you saying? I can't understand.
I know.
You're trying to do hand sign language. It doesn't work.
Okay.
I want to do something after this festival. This festival, I mean, see, there's a festival every month now in the summer. I mean, it's okay, but all we do is drink and some idiot hurt somebody else. I wouldn't mind going to
Speaking of which, you see off on the, you hear a, oh, and the crowd kind of groans, and through it all, see somebody being carried out of the wrestling pits.
Oh,
So
that looks like fun.
Well, go ahead, boys. We'll roll around the dirt.
Hey, not rolling around, punching around.
We'll roll around the dirt.
I would like You need to make a perception check.
Which,
30. Roll D30, roll real high. Like 30.
Okay.
Almost. It is 0 behind that one.
So you guys hang out there in that spot the rest of the day till the sun's
No,
going down?
we're talking. They're gonna go over and wrestle.
I'm gonna go up there, get rowdy.
I can go.
All right. He's up for some entertainment.
You'd be good if I bet money. Hey, do I have money on here though?
Sure.
I don't know. Look. You any good if I put money on you?
Stronger than most. Most of the people I know.
Damn, I'm rich. Oh well, I want you to play. It's big.
He's big. I'm strong in quite a few as well.
What was your starting number?
Mine, 90. I'm maxed out. I should have enough. I know something I can get rid of if I don't have enough. I should.
Okay, but
All
where
right.
do I find so much money?
I'll be hurting. I'll have like less than.
You didn't roll very good, I guess.
No, I actually rolled really good. 3d4. Unless I'm wrong.
Well, you got you. Whoever says you do it,
I will double check.
3d4 times 10.
Okay.
That's what I thought. So I actually, he rolled really well.
I could have rolled better.
By one,
No, I rolled a.
3d4 is 120 tops. You rolled 110. You rolled really well.
I rolled a 4 or a 3 and a 4. No, 4, 5, 7.
4,
10 times 10 is.
100.
Did you roll 2 4s? I don't know. I wrote down whatever. What?
You said 110.
They're not enough eyes.
All right.
Many guys.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
There's a new thing. Do you have Netflix? There's a new show I just saw on Netflix. I don't know what it's called now. It's what's that town over in Japan? It's the Crossways. It's kind of like their Times Square. I think it's Shinobu or something.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Anyway, so Shinobu gets transported like really far into the future, where everything else is like destroyed. And then these kids got to wear these things called string puppets, which are suits of armor, and protect the people of Shinobu from these things that come in to gather the people and take them and experiment on them or whatever. That's just pretty cool. I've watched I think 3 episodes so far. There's at least a season out, I think. I just found it when I was on. I was like, oh, this is new. Looks pretty good. They're kids that this girl comes to them in the future when one of them's kidnapped and helps them get the kid back, and she gives them all like a prophecy that this kid she saved, you're gonna save all the people one day. You gotta protect them. And then like 15 years later, something happens. That's when the Shinobu, the round section of it's transported into the future, and then all of a sudden he's got to protect them. And then the same girl shows up, but she's not from the same time. She doesn't remember going back and seeing them yet. And then she's the one with the armor for this future attack. And then she got Shinobu something, Shinobu something. It's Netflix anime. It's made for Netflix. Brand new. Be able to find these in search for new Netflix anime, I think. New Netflix
All
anime.
right, let's print it up and then you can tweak it a little bit.
My sheets fall out. Yeah. My sheets fall out.
That is. And then, so who's gonna get in? Who's gonna try to wrestle?
Oh, well,
All right.
with my solid 6 HP.
So the rules are, you're gonna have three contests. Whichever one of you wins contest, first one to 3 wins is the winner. And the object is to throw the other one to the ground in any fashion you can.
All right.
If you roll a 1, you slip and fall.
That's great.
If you roll a 20, it's such a magnificent slam that the other person is incapacitated. You understand?
Why do I have 3 hit points?
I guess I didn't check it. So you should have 6.
6. That's 11. It's not an issue.
Yes. And do you know how to come up with the amount of PSPs?
Yeah.
How many are you supposed to have?
I should have 24. You can double check me if you.
All right. I got it. Okay. So first thing. So, and are you taking part in this as well? Okay. So which one of you whoever wants to go first, let me know. You let him go first. All right. So they don't even introduce anybody. They just put you in there and they say, all right, they are the rules. You ready? Basically, you're both engaging in grappling. So, ready?
Yeah.
So, just roll initiative.
You're gonna do a live couple
D7.
So look for you.
Rolled a 9.
All right. So he goes first. He tries to grab you. What is your armor class with just your dexterity?
Just Dex, armor class 8.
Okay, so he does manage to grab you. Now it's another opposed
Netflix
to
anime.
hit. So he got a 13.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so the first time he comes to grab you, and then he gives you a hip toss. You go down into the crowd's like, yeah, and he backs up. And he's like, oh, nice. Didn't think I could do that. Ready?
Yep.
Roll initiative. Beat 1. 7. All right.
Here we go.
13. Now the same thing. He rolls an 11.
I rolled a 17.
All right, so you
Upper
say,
vision.
do. No, you don't. Now it's your turn. So you got to try and grab it. So you got to try and hit a class of 9.
Yeah, and the revisions are what are coming after.
Critical?
No, it's
No.
2.
Okay, so you can't even grab. All right, and the crowd's like, oh! You try to get in there and grab him. He just kind of goes, pushes you to the side. And you're like, oh, and hold yourself up on the crowd that's there. And I pick you up and they go, go get that guy. Something you don't even know. All right, roll this. Eat a
That's the city
6.
that's transported. That much of it's transported.
6. Well, no one's interfering with this, so just roll again. Be a 5.
She's the bad lady.
5.
Yeah.
Roll again.
She took that
Nine.
form
6.
to meet with
All right,
people
so
that-
you try to grab him.
She's the one.
Armor class 14.
No, you can't even grab him. He's too slippery. And he goes to grab you, and he messes horribly. You say, duck underneath. He's like, whoa! Almost falls
Get
over.
past this episode when they don't know nothing.
Yep. Beat an 8.
8.
Beat a 4.
And of course, they're all
6.
cocky and shit.
Natural 20. All right. That is a serious. So he not only does he grab you, but he gets to go straight to the grab. So he takes you and he goes, throws you to the ground.
Snaps your
You're
neck.
like, ah. So you're down 2-0 right now. So you need a magic comeback. Roll this. Beat a 1.
9.
Right.
A natural 1. He goes, well, oh, this dude. And he slips and falls. The crowd's like, ah! And he's hurt his leg. He's like, I can't continue. Ah! And you can tell his knees all fucked up. Ah! The crowd's like, ah, I guess you won. Yay. But they're not very enthusiastic because he hurt himself. Like he went to grab you and you kind of put your foot out and he went, oh! And like he crawls off, no one's helping him. He's like, eh.
Okay.
Next. Yep. All right, roll initiative. Beta 3.
Five.
All right. That's an armor class of 4, which means what's your armor class with your dex only?
Would be 7.
All right. So then now roll opposed. 2. No good. A natural 1?
Natural
Oh,
one.
no. So, but he doesn't grab you. So you can't fumble on like a defensive thing. So, all right. So now it's your turn.
Armor class 2.
Okay. Now roll opposed. Beat an 8.
7.
Oh, so you think you might have him, and he's like, and he's holding himself up by his arm. And you're like trying to grab his arm, like, and then he wiggles. And you're like, ah. All right. Again, a 10. 4. All right, you're up.
No wonder I got so much money. He never bought my armor. I how much
Armor
he
class 11.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, you miss. Okay, his turn.
The number one thing.
Natural 20. Yep. Okay, so he does a perfect hip toss when you go after him. He says, he kicks like that, and you go, whoa, bang! Like, oh no, that counts as 2. All right, you ready? Beat a 9.
9.
Roll again. Beat an 8.
2.
All right, you're up.
Yeah. Armor class of 15.
Miss. Armor class of 10. That's a miss. All right. Beat a 9.
9.
Beat a 1. That is a hit. Okay, no, now you both roll opposed. Beat a 19.
Natural 20.
You beat him! Oh, you're like, he's got you up in the air, and he's like, yeah, I got you. And somehow you manage to grab his neck and twist him. He's like, ah! And you land on your feet like that. The crowd's like, hey! That was awesome. The guy's like, ah, my neck. Initiative. Beat a 1.
2.
That is a hit. And then the post roll, natural 20.
19.
Okay. This time he's got you up in the air. And when you go do the same trick, he's like, ah, and he grabs your arm and throws you like that. And you go, hey! Slam down. They're like, and the winner! Yeah. The crowd's really up. This guy they love. And then some woman comes over to you and she's like, fine, I'll help you. And the rest of them was like, right. And I would like to stop there because I got to take care of this and I got to go to bed early anyway. So that's a good place to stop. If you would leave your sheets here so I can double check everything, that would be helpful. And then next week, we'll begin the adventure proper. So
You don't have to worry about next week because the game's
I guess I better check that.
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Is it? Are you sure?
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. This is where it gets screwy because they get 3 days off. When they start going traveling back and forth.
So you want to
All right. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. You're right. It's the week after that Thursday that we might not be playing. June
Why?
6th.
Oh, because
So if the Blues are still playing. All right. Are we good?
I need some more gold so I can afford to go to the hockey game.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh shit.
Did you guys bet on that?